let's get this started one last time before the break, y'all. Let's do it. We are back. Tonight, the New York Knicks are back in the Garden taking on again Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. We are back like we never left against this damn Hawks team where it feels like we play them every other day. Feels like we play them every other week. Feels like we play them 2-3 times every month so far this season. I believe this is the last game this season against these Atlanta Hawks. Now, the Atlanta Hawks, interesting season, came in, they were a little rocky. They got healthy. They were missing a bunch of dudes off the bench. They got healthy. And then all of a sudden, they were the league's darling team. They were hooping on everybody. And it was like, oh, snap, look out for these Atlanta Hawks. Dyson Daniels is a revelation. Jalen Johnson has made the leap. Trae Young is giving up to his teammates. The bench is on fire. DeAndre Hunter's in running for Sixth Man of the Year. And here they come. And then Jalen Johnson goes down with an injury. Clint Capella goes down with an injury during the trade deadline. After a skid because of those injuries, they sell off DeAndre Hunter, Sixth Man of the Year candidate. They sell off Bogdan Bogdanovic, who's been a part of the rotation for years, going back to the first playoff series they played against the Knicks, in which they beat them in 5 games. And now all of a sudden this team is looking like they might just tank out the rest of the way. So, with all of that being mentioned, I give you all of that background to say I don't expect this to be a close competitive game here tonight. I need the New York Knicks to just get them out of the gym. Same way that they did the other night to the Indiana Pacers, a team that was once seen as a legitimate rival to the Knicks in terms of us being on the same level. At one point, people thought that the Knicks and the Hawks were on the same level. And I'm here to tell you, the same way that the Celtics did to the Knicks, and then in response the Knicks did to the Pacers, I need the Knicks to also do here tonight to these Atlanta Hawks, who might not care because it seems like they're tanking. So we are back. I'm expecting a dominant performance from our New York Knicks here in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. I will say, quick update, no OG Anunoby, who was a game-time decision tonight, which is a good sign because it says that, A, if this was an important game, a super important game, OG Anunoby would have been out there. But no need to rush him back. The Knicks are going to pick up a victory against this Hawks team even without him, the same way they did to the Pacers. So no OG Anunoby, obviously no Mitch. We are not expecting those guys back until after this All-Star break, until after this week break. So get your rest, get your workouts in, come back after the All-Star break. We're going to be off and running, fully healthy, ready to go. We're going to have to build up that chemistry once again, once everybody comes back. But best believe we're going to put our best foot forward. We got a game against the Boston Celtics coming up right after the break. Retest ourselves. And if that game's a blowout, then I'll be on your sides. This is a huge issue. But until that game, I'm holding out hope that we're going to be all right, right? Right, y'all? You got to hold out hope. As a fan, I got no ability to change the fact of where this team is right now. The trade deadline has passed. The only option they have is to wait and sign a free agent. February 28th is the date to mark on your calendars. We'll see if they eventually bring up TJ Warren. But until then, we got this last game, and we got to take care of business here tonight. What's poppin', everybody? Let's start the show. Robin Shaw, Mark AP, David Oz Jr., Bernard Johnson, Raymond Jacobs, Namar, Paul Dog NYC, Eamon Owis, Weekend at Bernie's, Rob Jaworski. Appreciate everybody. I really, really do. Jatano Williams. What's up, Jatano? Justice's dad. Justice's dad. So JB goes off after not getting 20 in a game. Yeah, he doesn't stack up bad games. That is one of the best aspects of Jalen Brunson is he does not, very rarely does he ever have 2 bad games in a row. And he's been on a little bit of a heater, so that Indiana game might spark him tonight to go up against Trae Young, who, by the way, shout out to him, was named to the All-Star team as a reserve for, who's out with the injury? I can't remember. John Reyes, what's up, John? Karen, of course, what's up, Karen? AP said, how are the Celtics able to add players, but the Knicks have to wait? I don't know what the Celtics cap situation is like, but I do know that the Knicks are, if they sign a person now, they would be bumping up against the second apron. So they got to wait until February 28th. They can technically sign a guy now. It would just slide them into that second apron, which nobody wants to be in the second apron right now. Not right now. Oh, Giannis is the injury. Good call, K. Hazy. Giannis is out with a calf injury. Thank you, brother. I don't know what the Celtics cap situation is like. I do know that the Knicks, on their end, they're bumping up against that second cap. If they sign somebody, they're in the second apron, which is not where you want to be in year one of you building this team. So they're going to have to wait until February 28th. It's got to be something with a contract where something was guaranteed, and then after February 28th, it's no longer guaranteed, like a two-way deal or something like that with a guy in the G League. It's something like that. But either way, we're going to be all right. They'll likely, have a handshake agreement with TJ Warren and his agent, and he'll be off in a Knick at some point. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? Kevin Patrick Hogan, what's up, Kev? Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? How are you? How was your day? Day was cool. Had to wake up early and shovel, but other than that, I got like a normal day. Kevin Patrick Hogan. Kev said, from the Philippines, always look forward to your call. Let's end it with a win. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ivan said, let's cut the Hawks quick going into the All-Star break. Yes, I hope this is a nice, quick, and easy game, the same way that the Pacers game was a nice, somewhat easy game. Like, the Knicks played hard, of course, but overall, the Knicks ended up running them out of the gym and got them out of there. David said, if we let Matt Ryan go, we can sign TJ. I think he's still guaranteed money, so they would have to wait until the 28th. It's something like that. Fact of the matter is they have to wait, unfortunately. Nick Yak said, another 20-point win tonight, nobody stopping Brunson. That's true. I mean, Dyson Daniels was out there, but Brunson figured out a way to get right to him, and here we go. Knicks win the tip, and Brunson has it up top being guarded by Daniels. Gets it over to Bridges being guarded by Trae Young. Bridges should also be able to go off. They get it over to Brunson. They switch out onto him. Reza Shea, now they kick it over to Hart. Hart on the left wing being guarded by Mohamed Gay. And Mohamed Gay can't keep up with Josh Hart's foot speed, ends up fouling him. Lionel Mona, what's up, Lionel? Let's run Trae Young out of the building tonight. Yes, sir. AB said, I just don't want the Knicks to lose a player. You need, and you can't sign them because they lost them before the deadline. If nobody signed TJ Warren now, I think he'll be available by the 28th. They're going to be all right. And Mikal Bridges opens it up with a baseline jumper coming out of the baseline play. And Trae Young all the way to the basket for a layup. Oh, he blows the layup. Bridges was trying to guide him into Precious Achiuwa, and Precious Achiuwa just gave him the layup. Bridges a pull-up three. Is he feeling it like that? Comes up well short. Loose ball. Daniels chases it down, gets it over to Young. Trae Young bringing it down. Home run pass right to Karl Anthony Towns. He knocks it away. Precious Achiuwa able to grab it. And Achiuwa bringing it down, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Daniels, has it on the right wing. Coming to his right off the Achiuwa screen, in and out dribble, dancing with it. Has it in the post now against Reza Shea. Stops, turns, fall away jumper. Oh, gets it to go, JB. Like everybody said, he might be on a heater tonight. He might be looking for some revenge. He wants a good game. He wants to get it going. 4-0 start for the Knicks. Daniels swings it over to, is that Mohamed Guy? Too long, can't get the three to go. Fight for the rebound. Okongwu has it, gets it over to Gay. Gay along the baseline, can't get the layup to go, but is fouled by Karl Anthony Towns. Come on, brother. Let's not start this foul trouble early, my man. Let's not start the foul trouble early. Yak said, Tosh couldn't get playing time last year when we were devastated. Yeah, he's a locker room guy. And I think he's good with the Hornets. I don't think he's coming back to the Knicks. Although you never know with Tom Thibodeau. He may just be like, hey, go get me Taj. I think we don't need a locker room guy at this point. We have enough locker room guys. We have a good locker room. Mohamed Gay knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Daniel Tosin said, I want your hat. I found this hat in the thrift store. I saw it and immediately was like, ooh, that's mine. That's mine now. $4. Mohamed Gay knocks down both of his free throws. Brunson, home run pass to Josh Hart, standing under the basket by himself, and he lays it up and in. And the Knicks, running it up on the Hawks already. Daniel Malbon, what's up, Daniel? Trae Young driving it down on Bridges, stops, kicks it out to Reza Shea. Quick catch and fire from three, and he knocks it down. Reza Shea, that three-point shot looked nice. Looked nice on balance. Bridges has it on the right wing, being guarded by Young. Gets it over the top to Towns. Towns being guarded by Reza Shea, gets it over to Brunson on the right wing. Pump fakes, fly-by defense all the way to the basket for an easy righty layup. One little pump fake, gets Dyson Daniels up into the air. I love it. Trae Young driving it down on Josh Hart. He leans in. He puts up that floater, off of one leg, just chucks it up there looking for the foul call. He doesn't get bailed out by the refs. Brunson in and out dribble, step back three. Airballs it. Come on, JB. I know you're feeling it, but come on. Todd Clark, what's up, Todd? David said Boston's up 43-23 over Wemby. I saw like the first opening possessions of that game before I had to get ready. But, yeah, the Spurs can't keep up with the Celtics. Wemby would have to have the level of game he had on Christmas Day in order to keep up with them. And from what I saw. Daniel said, thrift store is pretty much my wardrobe. Me too, brother. Me too. Where do you think this shirt came from? Where do you think these pants came from? Pretty much everything I wear on stream has almost exclusively come from the thrift store. The only thing that hasn't is the Frazier blazer and the red velvet blazer. As Dyson Daniels steps back behind the three-point line, the Knicks going under the screens, daring him to shoot. He made him pay there. Brunson has it on the right wing, one-on-one against Daniels, backing him down. He has him in the post, and then a reach and foul on Daniels. You can tell he's getting a little frustrated. 25-26, what's popping, my guy? Todd Clark said, nothing gets Knicks fans more excited than signing some scrub who will ride the bench. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Achua knocks down a mid-range floating shot. Okay, Precious. Show me something, Precious. Show me something. Trae Young bringing it down, has it on the left wing, being guarded by Hart on a switch to get it over to Daniels, and he just was not expecting it. It goes right through his hands. He thought Trae Young was going to keep it, and it's a turnover. Ball going back to the Knicks. 9 minutes to go. 10-8. Knicks with a 2-point lead. Brunson swings it over to Hart, inside the Bridges. Bridges inside to Achua. In the paint, gets blocked by Reza Shea. He's able to recover it, and this time he lays it up and in over Reza Shea. Trae Young bringing it down the other way. Nice ball movement from the Knicks, but just not a whole lot of force defensively from this Hawks team. Trae Young gets into the paint, kicks it out to Reza Shea. Too long on the three, out of bounds, off of the Hawks. Ball going back to the Knicks. K. Hazy said, Precious just needs to stop, just needs to keep himself ready to score. I wish he would just fire away from the three-point line, man. I wish he would. Right? If you get it open in the corner, I get, like, you're not comfortable with that shot, but you can't be a liability out there offensively. You got to be confident in that three-point shot. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns attacking to his left, off the bounce. Gets blocked by Okongwu coming over from the weak side. Quick outlet to Trae Young. It's a 5-on-4. Trae Young, quick crossover to his right, all the way to the basket. Blows yet another layup. Josh Hart, home run pass to Karl-Anthony Towns. Steps through, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go, but he does get the foul call. The Knicks able to get out in transition is always a good sign for their offense. It means their defense is getting stops, which is always a barometer for this team. If their defense can step up and have a good game, usually means that the Knicks are in for a good night. Towns knocks down the first free throw. 25-26 said the last sequence shows why Cat is better suited to play the power forward. We'll see when Mitch comes back what that lineup looks like, because that is the only way that I would feel comfortable slotting Karl-Anthony Towns to the power forward spot. Not doing with Hug Porty for extended minutes, not doing with Precious Achiuwa. Precious Achiuwa ends up playing the power forward. The reason why Towns can't play the power forward spot is because he doesn't move his feet well enough on the perimeter. He's already a defensive liability. As Dyson Daniels throws a lob to Okongwu for a dunk. Towns did knock down both of his free throws, by the way. It's 14-10. Brunson bringing it down, has it on the right wing. Bounce pass inside the Bridges. Little fall away baseline jumper. Rattles it in, gets it to go. Precious is down in the backcourt. This is not a good sign. He's hurt. Now he gets back into the picture. They swing it over to Mohamed Gay in the corner. Airballs it out of bounds. It's going to remain with the Hawks. Towns was not prepared for that airball to come his way. But now he's up and he's ready to go. Precious seems fine, which is good. Daniel Mabon said, I haven't Alvin and the Chipmunks binge recently. Oh, really? Underrated movies, not gonna lie. Trae Young tries to get it inside, knocked out of bounds by Bridges again. Trae Young gets it inside the Ricochet, gets knocked out of bounds yet again. And the Hawks having some real trouble right now inbounding the ball. Just his dad said, cat kind of goofy a little bit, but it's cool. Trae Young gets it back off the inbound, misses the corner three as he launched it away. Josh Hart trying to rip the ball away from Mohamed Gay. And then Josh Hart and Mohamed Gay getting into it a little bit. Both of them holding on to that ball. Neither of them letting it go. A whole lot of nonsense. Karl Anthony Towns rips it away. Josh Hart comes out laughing. Mohamed Gay, stone-faced. Hey, man, he is not guaranteed a roster spot. That young man should be fighting this way. Absolutely. I very much appreciate it. B. Will, what's up, B. Will? This game is in Madison Square Garden. It's in New York. Jump ball between Mohamed Gay and Josh Hart. Gay wins it out. Okongwu has it up top. Good now defense from Bridges. They get it over to Daniels, attacking Achua, spins in the lane. Righty floater, air balls it. Josh Hart with the rebound. He's pushing the other way. Josh Hart, inside pass to Bridges. Bridges along the baseline, up top to Towns. Spins to his right, down low, gets fouled by Okongwu. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. And the Knicks can't get whatever they want offensively right now. Knicks are moving and grooving. Keenan G, what's up, Keenan? Let's embarrass them tonight and end the Trae Young MSG nonsense. David said, back-to-back right after the break, Bulls-Cavs away games. Yes. And then after the Cavs game, we have a Celtics game. So the schedule is not going to be nice to us coming out of this break. So take advantage of the break and then come out ready to go because you're going to need to. Just his dad said, Mitch needs to stay his secret weaponry self out until June. No, you need to build that chemistry. This is a far different team coming back now than it was, last year when he could just kind of slot in when he started the season as a starting center, and then Hartenstein stepped up, and they essentially do the same things, especially defensively. So you're not going to be able to get away with that. Towns knocks down both of his free throws. Thank you, Towns, for knocking down your free throws. 10-2 run for the Knicks. They have an 8-point lead, 18-10. Trae Young bringing it down, coming to his right off a couple of screens. Pass fake. He's got nothing. He pump fakes. Now he's going to step through over Achua, and he banks it in. Come on, Precious. You can't be going for it. Just let him fall away. From that range, with your size and your length, why are you getting up off your feet? Cornelius Parker. What's up, Cornelius? Brunson inside the Bridges. Bridges hits Josh Hart cutting back door, and he lays it up and in over Georges Niang. They tried to get it over to Trae Young, knocked away. Josh Hart picks it up inside to Niang, wide open under the basket, all by himself. Precious Achua falling asleep. Come on, Precious. I need you to wake up, brother. You had a nice, decent start to the game, but I need you to wake up defensively. That's why you're out there. Brunson has it on the right wing, driving it down. He's got a little pep to his step right now. Kicks it out to Towns. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Ricochet. Driving to his right, going right through his chest. Euro stepping down the lane. Gets blocked from behind. A lot of contact. No foul call. Got to be able to play through it. Trae Young behind the back pass to Dyson Daniels, who throws it down with 2 hands. And that's what happens when you complain too much to the officials. Come on, Towns. Silly turnover. Brunson calls a timeout. They have a 4-point lead with 6 minutes to go, halfway through this first quarter. David said, after the All-Star break, you see where teams are contenders and who are the pretenders. For sure. That's when teams got to lock in and get ready for that playoff run. David said, until I see us beat Boston and Cleveland, I can say, I assume you mean I can't say we're contenders yet. And I get where you're coming from, David. I get what you're coming from. Going to the finals or even going to the third round is going to have to go through either the Celtics or the Cavs. Right? As the 3 seed, you will have to beat one of the Celtics or Cavs to get to the conference finals. So, in order to get to the finals, you're going to have to beat both of those teams. Which, the way this season has gone, doesn't seem like the likeliest of options, but I would not say it's impossible. David said, I don't get excited more of playing these subpar teams. Yeah, it might not be an exciting game tonight, especially considering the way the Hawks season has started to go since the injuries and trade deadline. But you still got to take care of business. You know, and that's the exciting part of just building good habits. Take care of business. Let's have our guys go out there. Brunson get back on track. Bridges take advantage of the matchup the way he has the last couple of games against this Hawks team where they're going to try and hide Trae Young on him, which is just not a viable option. At least it shouldn't be. And then maybe you could see some things from young guys like Hug Porty. You know, and that's kind of where you find the excitement. Yes, they're on a completely different playing level than this Hawks team is currently, but you can still find spots where it's important to watch, right? It's important to watch what Hug Porty does. It's important to watch how Precious Achiuwa continues to play and slide into this rotation. Like, there's some good, but there's still some bad. There's still some things I'd like to see him improve if he is going to remain a part of the rotation. Part of the reason why he was out of the rotation during last year's playoff run was, one, we got Mitchell Robinson back, and we had Hartenstein, and it was like, okay, we don't need Precious Achiuwa and the things he does, although he is great. He's very good in what he does. But there are things that he lacks that can severely hurt your team, especially in the playoffs where teams will game plan against that and leave him open. And we've seen that in high leverage games, especially that last game against Boston. Like, Boston was just like, go ahead, Precious Achiuwa, shoot that corner 3. Go ahead, Precious, try and finish in the paint over our shot blockers. He can't, you know, and he shrunk in the moment. And he was more of a detriment to the Knicks than a positive in that game. Kent Neal, what's up, Kent? Keenan G said that's why the 2 seed would be so clutch. For sure. For sure. A little bit of an easier path going to the conference finals. For sure. Ken Neal said, is OG in the building or Mitchell Robinson? I don't know. Trying to see on the bench. I can't tell. We're back into it. Brunson has it on the right wing. Inside to Achiuwa. Now back to Brunson. Brunson's going to dance with it. Coming to his right off the Achiuwa screen. Has it in the right corner. Steps back, dancing with it. Crosses over to his left. Spin. Deep fall-away jumper. 2-point shot, and he got it to go. Terrible shot from Brunson. I don't like those shots. He was damn near on the 3-point line, but he had his feet definitely planted in the 2-point range, but he still knocked down the fadeaway jumper over Okongwu anyway. Daniel steps back for a straightaway 3 and airballs it. Josh Hart lets it go out of bounds. Ball going back to the Knicks. MBM, what's up, MBM? The Madrasi Travel Channel. What's up, Madrasi? We need to be Boston in Boston on the 23rd to show some gusto to give fans hope. For sure. For sure. That is a huge game for the fan base to, I don't know, feel like they can definitely compete. Maybe feel like themselves, like the Knicks themselves feel like they need that game to compete. They need to go out there with hopefully a much significantly healthier team. With Anunoby playing, and we'll see if Robinson will be able to play. I hope so. But Brunson, a cross-court pass to Towns on the left wing. He's going to spot it for a 3 over Rizachet. Too long, he can't get it to go. Okongwu with the rebound. Here comes Daniels. Daniels has it up top. Crosses over to his left on Brunson. Spins to his right in the paint. Scoop layup with the right hand. Blows the layup. Couple of blown layups for the Hawks tonight. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. Brunson up top, coming to his right. Has it on the right wing. They show 2. He's going to fire from 3 anyway. Oh, Brunson's on one. You all called it. I had a feeling as well. I think we could all see the writing on the wall. We've watched Brunson for too long at this point. We knew he was going to come out looking for blood. We knew he was going to come out after that game he had against Indiana. He has a favorable matchup tonight against the not great Hawks defense. Towns has it, bringing it down. after Brunson and the Knicks caused the turnover, and then Towns turns it right over back to Dyson Daniels. Why are you dribbling in the vicinity of Dyson Daniels, Towns? As he throws it down with two hands. K. Hazy said, okay, JB is feeling it. Yes, sir. Yes, he is. Mark said, Hug 40 checking in. He is at the scores table getting ready to check in. Brunson bringing it down. Deuce McBride is in for Mikal Bridges, I should have mentioned earlier. Brunson dancing with it against Niang. He steps back for a three. Oh, he's really feeling it. Oh, he's really feeling it. A step back three for JB over George's Niang. Had him looking silly. He had him playing DDR out there. He was like, oh, where are we going? Where are we going? Brunson's up to 12 points. He's 5 for 6 from the field. Okongwu has it handed off to Niang. He's going to fire a right wing three, and he's going to knock it down. The Knicks did have a 10-point lead for a second there. Brunson crosses over to his right. He's going to step back. He's going to pump fake. Good defense from Daniels, forcing him to pass it up. Now Josh Hart has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Towns in the high post, being guarded by Rizachet. Towns faces up. Driving to his left, hard, puts up the floater over Rizachet. Gets a nice friendly bounce and gets it to go. And Towns looking for a foul, yelling at the ref. That's an and one. 30-21. Daniels has it up top, coming to his left. They get it over to Okongwu. Back to Daniels, driving to his left in the paint. They show two, has to kick it out. Levert has it up top, being guarded by Chua. Steps back, crosses over, kicks it out. Daniels knocks down a left wing three. Deuce McBride challenging him to shoot that three. And Daniels obliging and knocking it down. He's now 2 for 2 from three-point range. Josh Hart bringing it down, being guarded by Niang. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Off a couple of screens, Niang switches onto him. Brunson dancing. Ooh, step back. Ooh, a straightaway three over Niang. Where's my foul call? He does get the foul call. Yes, sir. The shot went in and out halfway down. He almost had a 4-point play, but he will go to the foul line for 3 free throw attempts. He had George's Niang dancing yet again. And my rug is going crazy. I was trying to show y'all the Niang. That's the new dance move. That's the new dance craze going crazy in the streets. The George's Niang was all over the place. He was like, where JB at? Oh, he got me turned around. Oh, he over here. So much so that he had to foul him on the three-point shot. Knicks with a 6-point lead. Should be larger, but Brunson's going to go to the foul line for 3 free throws. I got a feeling he's going to knock down all 3 free throws with the way he's playing tonight, with the way he's shooting it, the confidence he's exuding. Ooh, that boy better knock down them 3 free throws. NBM said they're in trouble. Yes, they are. They were in trouble the moment Brunson picked up his 5th foul in Indiana. I can tell you the exact moment the Hawks were in trouble. When Brunson picked up his 5th foul with 8 minutes to go in the Indiana game, it was like, oh, he going to go off the next game. They going to try and take him out of this game right now with 5 fouls and Brunson, not having a good game regardless in that Indiana game. Oh, he going to go off the next game. He going to get them points back. Best believe. He said, my average ain't going down. I'm averaging 26 a game, 7.5 assists a game. My averages ain't going down. I'm going off next game. I'm getting mine. I feel bad for my next opponent. He looked on the schedule and said, oh, it's Atlanta? Oh, I'm giving Trae Young buckets tonight. Ivan said JB doesn't have back-to-back bad games. No, he does not. We know this well. We know this well for sure. MBM said, started 24 hours ago. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, 25-26. So this is Atlanta's 3rd time playing us New York this season. I believe this is the 4th time. If I'm not mistaken. But we can check right now. It is the 4th time, and by the way, we play them a 5th time later. Why do we play Atlanta 5 times? Either way, this game right here, the Knicks should easily get the win because the way Atlanta is trending. Oh, you can't see it because I'm in the way, but check this out. You can see the schedule right here for the teams. We played them earlier in the season. We played them for that in-season tournament game. We played them last month, a couple of weeks ago. And then playing them tonight, obviously. And then we play them again in April, which is weird that we have to play them 5 times this season. So Brunson's at the foul line for 3 free throws. Shade, what's up, Shade? Mike, what's up, Mike? Justice's dad said, I forgot to hit the like button. Did you? I fixed my forgettability. I appreciate you, Justice's dad. I really, really do. If you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead. Hit that like button. It is the best way to support the stream. Namar said, I think we win in April also. So do I. But the way these teams are trending, that game may be very meaningless for Atlanta. They may be, as Brunson misses a free throw. I spoke too soon. I put the curse on him. I put the commentator's curse on him. With the way these two teams are trending, by the end of the season, Atlanta may be looking to tank and improve their draft stock by that point, by April 5th. Oh, Brunson missed the middle one. That's the one he missed. But he does knock down 2 of them, giving the Knicks an 8-point lead. 2:30 to go. Trae Young bringing it down. Coming to his right. Achua switches onto him. They get it over to Niang, driving it in against Hugporty. They kick it out. Karis LeVert, left wing 3. Looks like Josh Hart maybe got a piece of it. Achua picks it up, hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going to bring it down against Wallace. Euro step down the lane, gets blocked from behind on a chase down block from LeVert. Bodies go flying. The Hawks end up with it. Here comes LeVert bringing it down. LeVert bringing some wild energy to this game. Now they get it into the hands of Trae Young. Swings it out to Niang. Niang coming to his right. Driving it down on Josh Hart. Puts it up off glass. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. Good contest from Hugporty coming over from the weak side. Brunson bringing it down. Loses it. Gets it into Precious Achiuwa for an easy one-handed slam as the Hawks don't get back on defense fast enough. I got to bring up the box score real quick because I got to look up some of the guys the Hawks have out there just to make sure I know exactly who they are. LeVert gets knocked out of bounds by Josh Hart. Oh, Terrence Mann. I forgot. That's who they traded Bogdanovich for. Terrence Mann is in the game. I was like, who is that? That's not Wallace. Terrence Mann is in the game for the Hawks. And Dominic Barlow is in the game. Terrence Mann gets it into Niang. They swing it over to Trae Young. 1:30 to go here. Trae Young coming to his left off of a Barlow screen. Barlow attacking Hugporty. Almost traveled with it, but a nice move, nice balance for Dominic Barlow. Got the pump fake Hugporty in the air and knocked it down. And then they call a moving screen on Hugporty or pushing off on Trae Young, trying to set the screen. Kay Hazy said, love how Hugporty gets back on defense. When you're a rookie who knows he's not going to be a part of the rotation moving forward, while you are in the rotation with the injuries that the Knicks are dealing with, as Barlow knocks down a little pick and pop mid-range jump shot, you have to take advantage of these opportunities because you're going to be fighting for a roster spot come next season. And if you put in a good impression now, it's going to be much easier for you to win the favor of the coaches later. Brunson, nice pocket pass to Precious Achiuwa. Classic pick and roll. Achiuwa ends up with a two-handed slam, and he's looking for a foul, but he doesn't get it. Trae Young has it up top. Quick crossover to his left on McBride. Down low to Barlow. Kicks it out to Niang. He's going to put up the 3 over Achiuwa. He comes up short. Hugporty rips away a rebound. Here comes Deuce McBride. McBride on the right wing being guarded by Trae Young. Coming to his left, driving it down, gets past him in the paint, puts up the floater. Too long, can't get it to go. Hugporty an offensive rebound. No, Niang rips it away from him. You gotta squeeze that orange, Hugporty. That was in your hands. Karis LeVert driving it down, kicks it out. Barlow, left corner 3. Is he like that? Hit the top of the backboard. Barlow, what are you doing? Hugporty comes up with the block. The ball is still loose. Trae Mann throws it up. Back to Barlow. He can't get it to go. And then there was finally a foul. How many opportunities for the Hawks? Achiuwa, Hugporty, get on the glass, brothers. Get on the glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they finally get a foul. 5 offensive rebounds, 5 shots at the basket for the Hawks there. Come on, Knicks. That's on Hugporty, Achiuwa, and Josh Hart. One of y'all got to get to it. But Trae Mann, ball never lies, misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Towns is checking in for Hugporty here. Come on, man. Sub him in for Precious Achiuwa. Why does Precious Achiuwa have to remain in the game for the whole game? Just as Dad said, do you miss Jericho's screens yet? Not at all. Honestly, I haven't even noticed. Shout out Jericho Sims. I hope he's doing well down there in Milwaukee. Brunson bringing it down for what should be the final possession of the quarter, 36-29. Trae Man did hit the second free throw. Brunson driving to his left, stop, mid-range pull-up jumper, and he gets it to go. And it's one of those Jalen Brunson games. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Knicks with a 9-point lead. 1 second to go. LeVert chucks it up at half court. Ooh, almost got it to go, but he comes up short. And that'll be the end of our first quarter. 38-29, a 9-point lead for our Knicks. Just as that's a 10 rebounds on one play. Mike said we need bench help. Play some of those dudes. Brunson's going to play a lot because he's on a heater, for sure. Please sub out Precious Achiuwa. I like Precious Achiuwa. I don't like Precious Achiuwa for 30-plus minutes a game. Now, when you have a young rookie, Huck Porty, who can do similar things than Precious Achiuwa. Makes no sense to me. B. Will said Precious effectiveness suffers playing too much. Yes, I agree. It's a great way of putting it, B. Will. Absolutely. He's great in spurts. He's great when you can toss him in there. He provides some flexibility defensively, provides some rebounding, provides a spark. But, you know, it's a spark. It's not a flame. It's not Jalen Brunson. It's not Karl-Anthony Towns. It's not Mikal Bridges. It's not Josh Hart. They don't snap their fingers for the spark and then the flame ignites. That's what those guys do. That's why they're starters. That's why they're constant role players throughout the entirety of their career, whether they were role players or starters or whatever. They've always been a part of rotations because when they provide a spark, it ignites a flame. Precious Achiuwa comes in and he gives you a spark. And that's what good role players do. They come in, they give you a spark, and then the spark starts to fizzle, and that's when you sub them back out. And then you let them recharge, and then you send them back there, and they give you another spark. Precious Achiuwa is a spark player. Stop thinking that he's giving you a flame. I like Precious Achiuwa. I like when he plays. I like what he provides to the team. I don't like it for 40 minutes a game. I'll tell you that. He has yet to sub out of that first quarter. Huck Porty came in for 3 minutes, and then he put Karl-Anthony Towns back in. Why not put Karl-Anthony Towns in for Precious Achiuwa? I will never know. I will never know. Mark said Wizards over Indy by 13 at the half. Oof. Oof. I didn't even see what other games we had on tonight other than the Spurs-Celtics game. We got Spurs-Celtics, and the Celtics are dominating. I know the Cavs are playing tonight. Pacers-Wizards. Magic-Hornets. 76ers-Nets. Come on, Brooklyn. You can beat Philly, can't you? Can't you beat Philly? The Cavs are playing the Raptors, and they are dominating the Raptors, unfortunately. Pistons are playing the Bulls. Again, hilarious that you lose by like 50 points, and then you have to see them again? You have to see them again in a back-to-back? Hilarious. Hilarious. Timberwolves, Bucks. Hopefully the Bucks lose. Kings, Pistons, Heat, Thunder. Suns, Rockets. Oh, we got a stack schedule. My goodness. All right, let's get back to the game. Niang has it up top. Start of the second quarter. Niang gets it over to LeVert. Driving to his left on Shamit. Stops. Pump fake. Pivot. Step through. Gets it to go over Karl-Anthony Towns. And Towns, you got to get there, brother. You're the rim protector. You got to be there. Campaign has it up top. Driving to his right. Rejecting the screen all the way to the basket. Scoop lay with the right hand. Gets it to go. And Campaign has been spectacular. He is finding his niche and his groove and his spots here in this offense. Right? He was a spark plug earlier in the season, but he's starting to be a lot more consistent as the season goes on. Trae Young puts the floater over. Deuce McBride can't get it to go. Barlow chases down the rebound. Gets it out to LeVert. Drives it down past Achiuwa. Gets the righty layup to go. Precious Achiuwa starting to move a little slow out there. If only we had a big man off the bench that we could sub him out for. If only. McBride on the right wing, pump fake, stepping back, has it up top. Over to Towns, who pump fakes. He's going to drive it in on Barlow, takes a bump, puts it up off glass, gets it to go. They're going to give him the continuation and one for Karl-Anthony Towns. Going to the foul line for one more. Justice says, Datson, can we get a defensive rebound, please? If only we had a big man to put in there alongside Karl-Anthony Towns who can get a defensive rebound. While Precious Achiuwa is starting to slow down a little bit because he played the entirety of that first quarter. If only. If only, Tibbs. Please, Cat. Please, Coach. Use your bench. Please use Huck Porty. Slim Slam, what's up, Slim? Towns does miss a free throw as well. What's up with these missed free throws, y'all? Come on. Come on. Terrence Mann bringing it down, has it up top. Coming to his right, McBride switches onto him, hands it off to Niang. Niang on the right wing, being guarded by Chua. Driving to his left, swings it over to LeVert. LeVert being guarded by Shamet. He drives it down, draws a foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. AP said Tibbs at it again. I just don't understand the Precious Achiuwa thing. It's not like he's playing awesome. He's playing all right. He's doing some good things out there. He's also doing some bad things. But what is the point of not taking him out of the game ever? I don't understand it. I don't understand why he has to play majority of these minutes. When you have another big man in the rotation who you can put in, he can do similar things to Achiuwa. Is arguably a better fit offensively. I don't understand it. LeVert knocks down both of his free throws. Achiuwa has it up top, hands it off to Payne. Payne coming to his right, off the Achiuwa screen. He's going to fire a pull-up three. Looks like he got blocked by LeVert. Came up well short. Terrence Mann bringing it down against McBride. Now hands it off to Trae Young. Trae Young dancing with it against Shamet. Young has it up top. Driving to his right, off a Barlow screen, along the baseline, goes under the basket, kicks it out the last second to Mohamed Gay. Now hands it off to Terrence Mann. Driving to his right, spins to his left, in the paint, leans in, puts up a one-handed floater over Achiuwa, can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds by McBride. Mohamed Gay fighting on the glass, able to keep it alive, and the Knicks continue to struggle on the boards here. Justice's dad said Tibbs Bald would make him a better coach. It might. It might. They try throwing the lob down low to Barlow. Towns able to come up with a steal on a bad pass, but then Towns turns it right back over to Terrence Mann. Just gave it right back to him. Barlow puts up a floater, can't get it to go. Terrence Mann gets an offensive rebound, and then Towns rips away a defensive rebound. But again, the second chance points killing the Knicks tonight. McBride on the right wing. They should have a double-digit lead, if not for all these extra opportunities that the Hawks are getting. Towns gets another bump foul on Barlow. It's going to send him to the foul line yet again. Please knock down these free throws, though Towns. Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard? 25-26 said, Hawks are nowhere near crappy enough to tank. They are. They're actually playing terribly. If the Hawks were thinking to tank, Trae would have been traded. No, not necessarily. I know they're tanking because they traded away the entirety of their bench. They traded away a guy who was in the running for 6th man of the year in DeAndre Hunter. And they traded him away for pretty much nothing. They got back Karis LeVert and Georges Niang, who are nice players. You know, nice players. But neither of them, and definitely not combined, are near the level of what DeAndre Hunter is. They also traded Bogdan Bogdanovic for Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann, a nice player, but there was a reason why he was out of the rotation with the Clippers. He's a limited player. You know, and with Jalen Johnson now with injury, it seems like they're waving the white flag this season. The rest of the season is likely going to be development for some young guys like Dominic Barlow, who's getting a lot of minutes tonight, Zachary Rizashay, Mohamed Guy that they're testing out there. And it's just going to be that kind of season in the second half after the All-Star break. Towns did knock down both of his free throws, and now Trae Young knocks down a floater. Towns a deep straightaway three. Rattles it in. Yes, sir. Big cities. Brunson in the first quarter, Towns in the second quarter. A tried and true classic. Trae Young, one-legged three. Can't get it to go. Achiuwa with the rebound. Here comes Cam Payne. And the Knicks with a little bit of a pep in their step here. Payne over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Barlow. Swings through to his right. Spins back to his left. They show a double team down the lane. Put the ball glass. Somehow he got it to go. Big Cities is in the building. Somehow he got it to go. He's seen Dominic Barlow on him, and he said, that's disrespectful. Dominic Barlow can't guard me. Barlow has it on the left wing. Hands it up to Mohamed Gay. Hands it off to Trae Young. Coming to his right. Mikal Bridges chasing. Trae Young down the lane. Under the basket. Pulls it out. Kicks it out to Mohamed Gay. Coming to his right. Now stepping back. Now back to Trae Young. Being guarded by Achiuwa on a switch. Trae Young's looking to dance. Step back. Left corner three for Trae Young. High arcing shot. Air balls it. And it is a shot clock violation. And the Knicks are up by 12 with the opportunity of going up 14. And it might be the moment where the Knicks go on the run and don't look back. Let's bring that to fruition, Knicks. Come on. Justice's dad said, Shaman versus Ice Trae is the real showdown, never mind JB. Karl Anthony Towns versus Dominic Barlow is the showdown I didn't think we would get tonight. Towns has it up top. Okongwu has checked in. Towns being guarded by Okongwu. Okongwu a good defender, though Towns should have the size advantage over him. Hands it off to Josh Hart. Coming to his right off the Towns screen. Driving it down against Mohamed Gay. A mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Rize with the rebound. Here comes Trae Young. Trae Young crosses over to his right behind the back. Throws it inside to Okongwu, who catches. He was a little off balance. They show two. Kicks it out. Mohamed Gay, a left corner three. Airballs that one right to Okongwu. And the Knicks are forced to foul. That offensive rebound, I can't blame the Knicks. You can't predict for an air ball like that. Can't predict that one. Jeffrey King, what's up, Jeffrey? Walking that circle, Jeffy, and one. Appreciate you, brother. Not yet. It wasn't to that level yet. It's usually off a big shot, a big three. Usually it's a big three that gets me going crazy like that. Okongwu at the foul line misses a free throw. Yes, sir. We love when our opponents miss free throws all the time, every time. Justice's dad said, did you see Bol last night stretched out deep threes? I did not. I did hear he was playing, or got the start, as Okongwu misses two. Yes, sir. The ball don't lie. Now, they definitely intentionally fouled him, but that's part of the reason. He's not known as a free throw shooter. Towns has it up top, catches, pump fake, step through, pump fakes again, driving to his left on Okongwu, hangs in the air. Another and one. Another and one for Karl Anthony Towns on Onyeka Okongwu, taking the Atlanta Bigs right to the basket, getting these and ones on them. He's saying, you can't guard me, brothers. You can't guard me. Mark said, Cat is on a heater. Brunson in the first quarter, Karl Anthony Towns in the second quarter. A tried and true Knicks story this season. How beautiful has it been all season long, man? Kevin Patrick Hogan said, get it to 15 plus and keep it there for sure. Keep it there is the most important part of that. 25-26 said, I bet Atlanta makes the playoffs. They might. It's going to be really difficult for them to fall out of the play-in. So they'll at least have play-in games. But I don't know if they're going to be able to win it. They're going to even care to really win it. But once you're in there, anything could happen. It's a one-game elimination. Trae Young misses a floater. Okongwu with the offensive rebound over to Rize, who gets a righty layup to go. And again, the Knicks struggling to defensive rebound right now. Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? But we'll look at the standing 25-26. They're deep in that play-in. They have fallen well below 500 at this point. Oh, no, they haven't. They're hovering around 500. Campaign dancing around the town screen, and they're going to catch the Hawks for a defensive 3 seconds there. 7:10 to go here in the second quarter. Kenny McLeod said the Big Cat is feeling it tonight. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Towns will take the technical free throw. And real quick, I'll bring up the standings just to make sure where the Hawks are. I'm not confusing with anybody. They're 26-28. So after tonight, they'll be 26-29. They'll be tied with the Orlando Magic for the 9 seed. You know, like, they're not far from falling out of the play-in completely. Now, you're right. There's a good chance they probably make it because Philadelphia, Brooklyn, Toronto, I doubt those teams will be able to catch them. Although Philly and Brooklyn, both of those teams, not far behind. But Atlanta still has too many good players for it not to happen. Ooh, my bad, y'all, my bad. I wish I could show y'all the game. I really do. But they would take this stream down in an instant. Best believe they've done it in the past. C. Tyler, what's up, C. Tyler? Towns did not knock down the technical free throw, nor did the Knicks convert that offensive opportunity. Terrence Mann driving it down on Shamet. Great defense from Shamet there. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart knocks it away, and then Bridges able to recover it, coming over to help. Here comes Campaign, bringing it down. Ton of energy. Has it on the right wing. Up top to Towns. A deep three for Towns. He's definitely feeling it. Oh, he's definitely feeling it. A deep straightaway three for Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, sir. He said 40 points last night. Let me give y'all either another helping of 40 or let me give you a 50 ball here tonight. My goodness. David Osh Jr. said, as the 3 seed, we fave Pistons first round, tough one. I'm really not afraid of the first round at all. Any of these players, any of these teams, I should say. The Bucks are scary because they have Giannis, and Giannis is a frightening individual. I know we have a good matchup against the Bucks. I know we've dominated the Bucks. I don't want to see Giannis in the playoffs. I really, really don't. Although I would still be confident. I would still pick the Knicks in a playoff series against the Bucks. But I'm just saying, Giannis scares me in a playoff setting. Outside of that, like Detroit's going to be very tough as well. Indiana would be very annoying to play against. Miami, they're in that range as well. Would be annoying to play against, although without Jimmy Butler, significantly less scary to play against. And then I don't think the Hawks are going to be able to get up to 6 if the Knicks stay 3. The Magic, maybe, if they finally pull themselves out of the gutter here. Maybe. But the way they play offensively, I'm really not afraid of Orlando either. Kent Neo, 39-55. The Knicks are hooping. The Knicks are off and running. Karl-Anthony Towns has caught the wave right now. They've caught the wave. Celtics up by 18. Cool. All right, sure. The Magic losing to the Hornets, which is not what you want to see. The Wizards still beating up on the Pacers. That's always fun. That's always fun. And the Nets beating up on the Sixers. I love to see it. Omar Murray, what's up, Omar? B. Will said, Cat hand healing up, getting touchback. It's another great point. B. Will, you've been on point all stream long. All night long, you've been on point, B. Will. Fantastic comments, my man. Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns, we were very nervous about his shooting when the hand injury initially happened because the shot was not there. The shot didn't even look good. He was airballing threes. Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't airball threes. He was airballing threes left and right, and it was like, oh, snap. He was taking significantly less threes, and now he's pulling up 30-footers, walking down. He's feeling it. He's like, let me get another one. Let me pump fake. Ooh, jab step. Ooh, let me get one up there. Now he's feeling it again, and that's great. That's great. That's always a good sign. And like you said, it's probably a sign that the hand is healing. So maybe a week off here with no real basketball. I know he has the All-Star game coming up. No real basketball. Is hopefully going to do him wonders and his hand wonders. Okongwu hands it off to Niang. Niang driving it down, throws it up to Okongwu, catches, comes down with it, goes up, can't get the layup to go, but they call the foul on Towns. And Towns is bewildered by the call, but it's going to send Okongwu to the foul line to 2 free throws. Omar said, we ain't ducking no smoke, Sheffy, bring it. Oh, for sure. I mean, whoever it is, like I said, I'm not afraid of any first-round matchup. I think the Knicks are, maybe easily is too strong of a word, but I think the Knicks are going to come out of the first round. I'm not worried about the Knicks getting bounced in the first round at all against any of these teams. The only teams that make me nervous in a series, as Okongwu misses the first free throw, we love when our opponents misses free throws. The only teams that scare me in the East are Cleveland and Boston, the 2 teams ahead of them in the standings, 2 teams who have been better than them all season. 2 teams that the Knicks have not beaten yet this season in the regular season is, you know, like it's important that they find a way to compete against them here in the regular season. As Okongwu misses 2 free throws, again, the ball don't lie, brother. The ball don't lie. Brunson's back into the game. He has him on the left wing. Spinning, coming to his left, driving it down, leans in, Euro steps, kicks it out. Josh Hart, wide open straight away. 3, line me up. Can't get it to go. Bridges can't grab the rebound. Okongwu has it. Now hit ahead to Ricochet. Hands it off to LeVert. LeVert over to Okongwu. Back to LeVert. Driving to his right on Josh Hart. Down the lane. And he shovels it over to nobody, and it will be a turnover. It'll be turnover? No. The refs are still talking about it. And the refs don't know who touched it last, so it's going to be a jump ball. And the Hawks and Coach Snyder are going to call a timeout and challenge it. And let's see the replay. The Bridges touched it. Bridges absolutely touched it and knocked it out of bounds, so it should remain with the Hawks. Robin said the Heat are beating the Thunder by 12 points. Shout out to Heat. Beat them Thunder. I always like to see the Thunder lose. I'm a full-fledged through and through Isaiah Hartenstein hater, so that's me. MBM Oh, my scoreboard's off. My bad. I was so busy celebrating the Karl Anthony Towns 3 that I didn't give him the 3-point on the scoreboard. David said, Franz and Paolo, both alpha males, need the ball in their hands. A lot just don't work together. They could figure it out. They're still young. They could figure it out. Mike said, we earned this record this season. We are good enough to go all the way. I've maintained the same opinion all season long. The Knicks are a dark horse championship team. A lot would have to go right in order for them to win the championship. But I do believe that it is possible for them to win the championship. I do. $25.26 said, we need to petition for the Knicks to bring back the alternate orange and blue jerseys. I would prefer if they brought back the early 2000s jerseys, or at the very least the 90s jerseys. Elite jerseys. Those are elite jerseys. You guys are telling me that Wemby cut the score? It is a 13-point game still. Spurs called the timeout. Hornets Magic tied game. Wizards still beating up on them Pacers, baby. They're up 18 points now. Hell yeah. And the Nets are up by 10 on Philly. Hell yeah. Cavs beating up on them Raptors. To be expected. I was hoping the Raptors would put up a little bit more of a fight, but Pistons Bulls. At least the Bulls are putting up a respectable game tonight. Shout out to them. The Bucks are beating the Timberwolves as of right now, but the Bucks don't do well in second halves of games, so we'll keep an eye on that. Kings Pelicans, we don't care about. The Heat are playing the Thunder. Oh, it is too early in this game to care about a lead, Robin. Suns Rockets later tonight. Luka continues to play against the Jazz, and what ultimately has amounted to scrimmages. But Luka will be in action later tonight yet again with the Lakers. Crazy sentence I just said there. Niang, pump fakes, driving down along the baseline, goes up and knocks down a layup over Brunson as Brunson comes up limping a little bit. Looks like he bumped knees with Niang on his way to the basket. But here we go. 5:30 to go. Brunson has it on the right wing. Seems fine, moving a little bit better. Walked it off. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns, inside pass to Josh Hart, finds its way right to him, and he lays it up and in nice and easy. Towns with a gorgeous pass. The chemistry building between Josh Hart and Towns is beautiful. It really is beautiful. Okongwu hit Dyson Daniels come back door, and he throws down a tomahawk jam right there. Okay, Daniels, I didn't know you had hops like that. Brunson bringing it down, fakes the hand off the Bridges, now driving it into Daniels, stops, turns, pump fake, knocked out of his hands. He picks it back up, flips it up at the basket, rattles it in. Worst thing you could have done there, Daniels, was knock the ball out of Brunson's hand and allow him to get another pivot foot. They get it into Okongwu, leans in, puts up a floater. Ooh, gets a nice soft bounce off the back of the rim, and it gets it to drop. 59-45. Both teams exchanging baskets here. Knicks with a 14-point lead. Can they build this lead any higher before halftime? It would be nice if they can build up a 20-point lead. They're almost there. A couple more stops and scores. Josh Hart driving it in against Niang. Kicks it out the Bridges, knocked out of his hands. He's able to recover it. The defense hits the floor. Now Bridges, inside pass to Josh Hart. Reverse layup, blows the layup. Fight for the rebound. And a loose ball foul on the Hawks. Towns was on the offensive glass. Charlie said, Josh Hart and Towns, the Caribbean connection. It's a fire name for it. David said, we lost 2 games by 30 to Boston. Not convinced yet. What did Mike say? But we're capable of doing that. That was in response to David. What did David say? We need to show we can beat Boston and Cleveland. Yeah, I agree with David for the most part. You got to... The Cleveland thing I'm not as concerned about. They played Cleveland fairly close at the start of the year when the chemistry really wasn't there. Now let's see how they play now, how they match up now. But Boston is the one that's obviously given the Knicks a ton of trouble. You know? Towns hits the Bridges cutting back door, kicks it out to Shamet, jab step back, over to Towns. He's got a fire with the shot clock winding down. Oh my goodness, Karl Anthony Towns. He refuses to miss tonight. It is one of those nights for Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. They called the foul Mikal Bridges as he was bringing it down, but Karl-Anthony Towns, he said, no, not tonight. Tonight's the kind of night I'm going to go off too. I'm going to go off. (25-26). Cat is on fire. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. To get it over to LeVert, who pump fakes, driving to his left, puts up a long floater over Towns, can't get it to go, but he grabs his own offensive rebound. Can we grab a defensive rebound? Daniels down the lane, lefty layup over Towns, and Brunson gets it to go. Towns quick inbounds to Josh Hart, who's bringing it down. He's going to Euro step down that lane, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Josh Hart just knocked Caris LeVert into the first row. That is a big, strong man. And if you are not set, you are going to pick up a blocking foul because he's going to come right down into you. AP said, has anyone seen the schedule coming up after the break? It's a real playoff test. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We talked about it a little bit at the top. We'll go through it some more during halftime. We'll go through the Knicks schedule after the All-Star break. As Josh Hart knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. But it is a gauntlet. It is a gauntlet. A back-to-back, I believe it's Chicago, Cleveland, and then a day off, and then we have Boston again. So those 3 games right there are going to be somewhat tough. The Knicks have lost twice to Chicago this year. Josh Hart knocked down the first one, knocks down the second one. We got 3:45 to go. And the Knicks have built up a 17-point lead. There we go. Now continue to push it as Mikal Bridges picks up another foul, pressuring Trae Young. And the Knicks are in the bonus, so it's going to send Trae Young to the foul line. David said, we have a very long, tough road trip. Bring it on. Bring it on. We're going to have OG Anunoby back. Karl-Anthony Towns is healing up and feeling a little bit better. He's looking a little bit more like Karl-Anthony Towns. As Trae Young misses a free throw. Yes, sir. These Atlanta Hawks. They got to get into that gym and shoot some free throws. I love when our opponents miss free throws, man. I love it. It juices me up. Miss another one. Miss another one. I promise I'll go crazy if you miss another one. Knocks that second one down. Josh Hart bringing it down. Has it up top being guarded by LeVert. The Knicks have their starting 5 unit back out there. Josh Hart driving it down. Euro stepping down the lane. Scoop layup with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Just missed the layup over Okongwu. Good contest from Okongwu. They swing it over to Niang in transition. A left wing 3. Too long. He can't get it to go. Brunson with the rebound. Brunson bringing it down on the left side of the court. Daniels is going to pick him up. Coming to his right. Trae Young switches onto him. Brunson's going to look to dance against Trae Young. They bring 2 over to Bridges in the paint. Bounce pass to Achiuwa. Reverse layup. And 1 for Precious Achiuwa. Okay. Okay, Precious hitting reverse and 1 layups, Precious, like that? You're doing it like that, Precious? The ball movement is spectacular, and this Hawks defense is just, it is, like I said earlier, not where it was to start the year. I'll leave it at that. Alyssa Lester, what's up, Alyssa? Kay Hazy said Trae missed because he flopped. But now Precious Achiuwa returns the favor as he misses. Knicks with an 18-point lead, 48-66. Trae Young, a pull-up mid-range jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Achiuwa with the rebound, and he will bring it down. Achiuwa has it on the right wing. Hands it off to Towns as the trailer. Towns dancing with it between the legs a couple of times. Still has it. Driving to his left, kicks it out to Achiuwa. Achiuwa eating up space, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson steps back, being guarded by Daniels. He's going to look to isolate here. Brunson dancing with it between the legs, crossover, step back 3 over Daniels. Can't get that one to go. If he would have got that to go, I think I would have went crazy. Because that was a crazy shot. Trae Young throws it off to Daniels, who lays it up and in. Brunson bringing it down with 2:30 to go here in the second quarter. Brunson on the left wing, being guarded by Daniels. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top. And knocked out of his hands by Daniels. You just can't. Why are we getting... Towns, that's the second time. Why are you losing focus with Dyson Daniels around you? He leads the league in steals. Towns tries to Euro step down the lane, gets the ball taken right out of his hands. The ball is loose. And it's going to go back to the Knicks as Karis LeVert kicked the ball, seemingly intentionally, and they call a kickball violation on LeVert. Russell Field said, I love when the Knicks share the sugar. Every time. David said, I just hope when TJ signs, Tibbs gives him minutes. Probably not. Probably not, David. Don't get your hopes up, brother. It's Tom Thibodeau. If the Knicks were interested in TJ Warren coming in and helping them out, he wouldn't have spent so far the entirety of the season in the G League. AP said, imagine play for the Cavaliers and now you're playing for bottom feeder Atlanta Hawks. That's got to suck. Oh, with the trade, with with Georges Niang, as they throw the lob to Bridges. Bridges catches it and comes down with it, but it was a bad pass. He was able to save the bad pass, but he ended up landing out of bounds. So the ball's going back to the Hawks as Trae Young drives it down. Tries to get it over to Okongwu at the last second. He tried to draw that foul. Good job from Mikal Bridges not to run into him. Smart move. And Trae Young ends up throwing it out of bounds. Brunson bringing it down. Knicks with a 14-point lead. At one point, it was an 18-point lead. Let's see if they can build it back up. Brunson has the handoff off a Cat. Swings it over to Achua. Left corner three for pressures Achua. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound finds his way out to Brunson. He's down the lane. Scoop layup with the left hand. Blows the layup, JB. Come on, JB. LeVert, full head of steam, throws down a two-handed slam. Here comes Bridges bringing it down. It's down to a 12-point game. This has gone the opposite way I wanted it to. Kicks it out to Achua. Achua driving to his left, past the defense, knocked out of his hands. It's going to remain with the Knicks. Can we get Deuce McBride in here to end the quarter? Brunson. Holding on to the ball a little too long. Now gets it out to Josh Hart. Swings it over to Towns. Towns on the left wing. Jab step. Puts up the three in the left wing. Can't get that one to go. Josh Hart comes flying in for the rebound. And tries to get it out to Brunson, but it's deflected out by Dyson Daniels. So the ball will at least remain with the Knicks. 25-26 said, imagine trading a generational talent to a perennial winner for a big man that gets hurt in his first game. I mean, who didn't see that coming? Anthony Davis. I love Anthony Davis. I think he's a phenomenal player. He has been glass his entire career. He is made of glass. His body just does not hold up for an 82-game season. It's happened time and time again throughout his career. Towns on the left wing, driving it down along the baseline, puts up a tough floater. Can't get it to drop. Okongwu with the rebound. Here comes Trae Young. We're under a minute to go. Trae Young has it up top, dancing with it, crosses over to his right, stepping back, pass fake, hits LeVert back door, loses it, picks it back up, and then he lays it up and in. As the Knicks are just slacking off right now. Down to a 10-point game. You had it at 18. You had the opportunity. You had your foot on their necks, and you just lifted your foot. And he gave them the ability to escape it. An 8-0 run for the Hawks to close out this first half. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson coming to his left. Trae Young switches onto him. Crosses over to his right. Brunson has it in the post against Trae Young. Backing him down. Stop. Spin. Flips it up with the left hand. In and out. And in again for JB. The tried and true. Put Trae Young in the post and get to work. Trae Young crosses over to his right in the lane. Gets blocked by Achua, but draws the foul on Bridges. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws with 20 seconds to go. AP said, I don't think Anthony Davis is worse than Philadelphia and Joel Embiid. No, Joel Embiid is for sure the benchmark. Anthony Davis at least plays. He's got a ring on his resume. He's a playoff riser. He plays fantastically in the playoffs, whereas Joel Embiid is a playoff dropper. He consistently underperforms in the playoffs throughout his career. So Anthony Davis is great, like I said. Just can't be relied upon with his health. Trading a 25-year-old Luka Doncic for a 31-year-old big man with a pretty large and extensive injury history is going to go down as the dumbest trade in sports history. Mark said, completely let them back into the game. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. McBride finally checks in for Precious Achiuwa. I wish that would have happened like 3 minutes ago when they were leaving Precious Achiuwa wide open. (25-26). Did you see how Embiid passed up a wide open game-winning three? Yeah, and then dribbled it into the paint and then immediately turned it over. was very reminiscent of the playoff series with us, where he had a wide open mid-range jumper and then completely turned it over by driving it into Precious Achiuwa, and that was the series. That was it. Trae Young knocked down both of his free throws, by the way, so it's back to a 10-point game. Josh Hart on the right wing, 8 seconds to go. Driving to his left, pump fakes, and they call the travel on Josh Hart as he slid that pivot foot. It's going back the other way with 4 seconds to go, so they'll have an opportunity here. They will have an opportunity. AP said, I think the trade was a Laker fix. I think this goes very, very deep, AP. I don't think it's as simple as the league wanted Luka and the Lakers, although I'm sure they're very much happy about that. But I think this goes very, very deep with Dallas's new ownership. They get it into Trae Young, bounce pass to Okongwu, scoop play with the right hand, and he gets it to go with the buzzer right before halftime. So you had an 18-point lead, and you allow them to trim 10 points off of it in the final 4 minutes to get it to an 8-point game. Come on, y'all. The exact same score we had the other night in Indiana, 68-60. Now, the Knicks are very much outplaying this Atlanta Hawks team, so I'm not concerned that they'll be able to pick up this win. But if you keep a team like the Atlanta Hawks hanging around long enough, you allow them to build confidence. You allow Trae Young to get hot from three-point range. Anything could happen. So, which is why, build the lead, keep the lead, and keep it moving from there. Mark said 8-point lead at the half is sickening after that quarter. They're all right, brother. They're all right. I think sickening is going a little too far. I think they're going to be all right. Charlie said, we don't have enough experienced veterans on this roster. What? This roster is filled with nothing but veterans, Charlie. So if we ever manage to be in the finals, I'm afraid our team might get too overwhelmed in the situation. Charlie, they got nothing but veterans. They got 3 rookies that aren't in the rotation. I believe the youngest guy who's going to be in the rotation is Mitchell Robinson. They got nothing but veterans. Mikal Bridges has been to the finals. Karl-Anthony Towns was in the Western Conference Finals last year. Brunson has been to the Western Conference Finals himself. He's been to the second round the last 2 years with the Knicks. Brother, they got nothing but veterans. This is not a young team. This is a team in their prime. Slim Slammer said 2 minutes left and Tibbs had them shooting threes, no half-court offense. I mean, we weren't complaining when they were shooting threes the 4 or 5 minutes before that and they were knocking them all down. Let's not do the thing where we start complaining about the team shooting too many threes when they start missing them. But we were happy when Karl-Anthony Towns hit like 4 threes in a row. Like, sometimes the shot doesn't go down. It's an 8-point game. Like, they're going to be all right, brother. They're going to be all right. It wasn't because the offense was bad. It's because they didn't make the shots that they should have made. Chi said, breaking news, the Knicks by Joel Embiid contract, he's officially a Knick. Okay. Hilarious. Kenny said, really sloppy Knicks. Letting them back into it. Yes. Very sloppy ending to the quarter. Very sloppy ending. AP said, yes, they have experienced playoff players that are good for other teams they played for. And they're very good for the Knicks. They've been fantastic for the Knicks. You guys are acting like this Knicks team is a 500 team figuring things out. You guys are acting like the Knicks are Miami right now. Like they're 25-26 trying to battle their way out of the play-in. They're the 3 seed with a 35-18 record. They've only lost 18 games. They're good. They'll be all right. Yes, they have to be Cleveland. Yes, they have to be Boston. They have to prove that they can hang with those teams because those are the teams they have to go through in the playoffs. If they're the 3rd best team in the conference and the 2 teams above them are championship contending teams, like it's going to come down to a playoff series where you're going to have to be one of the 2 contending teams. It happens. Like that is where they are. That is the point where they are. AB said OG is a ring. He didn't play for it. He got injured that year, and then by the time he came back, he was already out of the rotation. So, but yes, he has a ring. But also being a part of a playoff run when you're as young as he was during that playoff run is valuable. Slim said, yeah, but at the end of the half with the lead, kill the clock. It's the second quarter, Slim. What kill the clock? No, run it up. They had an 18-point lead. We were saying get it to 20. No, keep playing basketball. It's the second quarter. This is 2025. This is the three-point era. This is anybody can come back on anybody if they get hot from the perimeter. So you need as large of a lead as possible. I think the Knicks got in trouble by trying to run the clock out and running their offense into the ground and playing isolation basketball and letting the shot clock tick down and not getting better looks at the basket. But again, Karl-Anthony Towns hit like 4 30-footers in the game. They hit like 4 30-footers. Chu was 5 for 8. He's got 10 points, but I don't think he's particularly played great. He's been all right. He hasn't been bad. But the way he continues to shrink the court for our guys is like 19 minutes is too long. Like, shave that down to like 14, 15. And I think the Knicks are leading by 15 right now. Bridges with only 16 minutes is interesting. McBride had 8 minutes off the bench. He only took 1 shot. Wasn't all that involved. We need McBride to get more involved. Shamit, in 8 minutes, didn't do a whole lot. I thought his defense was pretty solid. He's a +8. Payne was okay. Came in, changed the pace of the game. 2 points, 2 assists. Huck Porty only played 2 minutes. This is one of my bigger issues. Like, what is Huck Porty doing that's taking him out of the game so fast? The Knicks struggled rebounding with Achua and Towns in there, and they struggled rebounding with Huck Porty and Achua in there. You know? So don't tell me it was a rebounding thing, Tibbs. Jalen Brunson with 20 points in the first half. Karl-Anthony Towns with 24. 44 points between our 2 stars in the first half. Whew. AB said, it looks like we're going to end up playing Detroit or the Bucks in round 1. Too early to tell. Way too early to tell. Definitely not definitive considering where the standings are right now. The Knicks is the 3 seed. We'll be playing the 6 seed if the season ended today. But the Bucks are ahead by 1 game. They're behind Indiana by 2 games. They're ahead of Miami by a game and a half. And they're ahead of Atlanta by 2 games. So, like, this will look significantly different by the time the playoffs come around. So we have no idea who we're going to play at the 6th seed. It could be Indiana. It could be Milwaukee. It could be Detroit. It could be the Heat. It could be Orlando. It could be Orlando if Orlando catches fire yet again the way they did to start the year. There's a multitude of teams we could play in the first round. AB said, as long as we win by 1 point at the end of the 4th quarter, I'm good. A win is a win. I think I would be disappointed if they only beat this Hawks team by 1. The Spurs, hanging around. 9.5 to go. It's an 11-point game. Can Wemby pull off some magic? We'll see. We'll see. Washington still beating up on the Pacers. It's only a 9-point game, though. The Nets still holding a lead over Philly, which is always lovely. It's always love to see that. The Magic are finally beating up on the Hornets the way they should. Cavs, Raptors, still a blowout. Cavs are likely to pull that one away. Piston Bulls, finally a respectable game from the Bulls tonight. 47 points when they had 29 at halftime the other night. Bucks Timberwolves in a close game, 47-43. Obviously, I'm rooting for Milwaukee to see. I'm rooting for the Timberwolves to see Milwaukee fall. Actually, I should just look at the box score. Is Dante DiVincenzo back or yet? What? Like, what's going on? Dante, brother. My goodness. What is going on? Dante, what's going on, my man? Lionel Mona said Knicks in 6, whoever we play. Oof. Knicks in 5 for me. I think they are head and shoulders above everybody below them in the standings. I think they are head and shoulders above everyone below them in the standings. I think they're head and shoulders above the Pacers. Same with the Bucks. Same with Detroit. Same with Miami. And then obviously Hawks, Magic, Bulls. Yes, for sure. The only team that gives me pause here is Milwaukee because they have Giannis in his prime. And Giannis is horrifying. I think Giannis can beat any team almost by himself. Almost. If he's playing well. Now, the Knicks have fantastic matchups against him in OG Anunoby, in Mitchell Robinson, in Precious Achiuwa. So they have bodies to throw at Giannis, but still. Gigi said, it's annoying to see Boston just shoot threes. It's like they have no inside game. They do have an inside game, and that's why they're able to shoot threes. Because everybody's trying to take away their inside game. And they're just like, okay, let us shoot these threes. And their phenomenal ball movement and their threats from all 5 of their players allows them to generate open looks from 3. Right? And then when you think, okay, I'm going to press up and run them off the line, here comes Jaylen Brown, full head of steam going to the basket. He's going to dunk on you. Here comes Jason Tatum, full head of steam. He's going to the basket. He's going to dunk on you. Here comes Drew Holiday driving it down. He's going to knock down a floater over your big man. Or you're going to step up. He's going to hit a drop-off pass to Kristaps Porzingis or Al Horford. And they're going to get an easy layup or a dunk out of it. And so teams play to stop that. And then they swing it around. They end up with an open 3. It's what happens when you have 5 dangerous offensive players on the court at any given time. Which is why I'm not a fan of Karl-Anthony Towns at the power forward spot. Because that means you're introducing either Mitchell Robinson or Ariel Hagporty into the game, and teams will just not guard those guys. Now, Mitchell Robinson knows how to punish teams for doing that by crashing the board and getting positioning and getting extra possessions for his team. But against really good teams, they're able to game plan against that, and it's difficult. It's difficult. Dyson Daniels is 18 points, by the way. He's the guy who has kept this team into it. Same with LeVert. Between Daniels and LeVert, they've been fantastic for their team. Trae Young has been putrid. He's 2 for 11 from the field, 7 points and 9 assists with 2 turnovers. Other than that, zeros across the board for him. Charlie said, Celtics versus the newly upgraded Cavs team is interesting. I think the Celtics versus the Cavs was always interesting, even before the trade. I think they match up very interestingly. Very interestingly. The Magic have finally blown that one open. The Celtics are up by 14 on the Spurs. You're going to need some Wemby magic in order to pull that one off. Wizards is still up. 76ers have cut it to a 2-point game. Here they come. Cavs up by 31 on the Raptors, so that comeback's not happening for the Raptors. Is my guy Zion playing? Can we check out Zion's box score? My guy Zion is playing. 7 for 9 from the field. He did hit a 3. 3 boards, 4 assists with his 17 points. He's a plus 13. CJ McCollum is awful, minus 19. Trey Murphy III, minus 17. He's taking 2 shots. Zion out there getting no help. You got to step up, Trey. You're the guy. You're the guy to step up, Trey Murphy. Jose Alvarado was back, though. 13 points. He stepped up. AP said, I think the Knicks are going to the second round this year. That's it. I don't see the killer instinct in this team yet. I see where you're coming from. We'll see. We'll see. They got a lot to prove. They got a lot left to prove. They got 3 games against Cleveland still remaining in this season, and they still have 2 games remaining against the Celtics. So they'll have ample opportunity to prove that they can hang with the big dogs. Heat playing Thunder up by 13 on them. J-Dub is playing. Harnstein's playing. No, what's his name? Chet Holmgren tonight. SGA's 2 for 6. Hartenstein's out there being buns against the Heat. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? Hartenstein, trash, terrible, disgusting, horrific. Hate that guy. Hate that guy with all my chest. But the Heat are dancing on him. Bam has picked up his game, 7 for 9 from the floor. Alongside Khalil Ware. Thriving with the big man alongside of him. Andrew Wiggins. I don't know if this is his first game with the team, but he's up to 9 points. He's playing good. Davion Mitchell in the lineup. Provides them a solid guard, point of attack defender that they've severely lacked. And they're killing the Thunder right now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. AP said, my question is, does Tom Thibodeau survive a third year second exit? Yes, 100%. Maybe with Leon, but maybe not with Dolan. Dolan doesn't give a damn, brother. They were in the playoffs. They were a championship contending team. Dolan will not step in and do anything. This is not 2006. This is not 2012. This is not 2018. This is 2025. And the only thing you've ever heard the only thing about Jim Dolan that we've heard this season is that he went to the locker room to see Ariel Hukporti and told him to keep his head up, which is awesome. So I don't think James Dolan is even involved with the team nowadays. He's got his Vegas stuff. He's got his music stuff. He's got his other business ventures. I think he is more than satisfied with where the team is right now. AB said Dolan's also a fan. Yeah, and I think he's very much enjoying how good his team is this year. Trae Young bringing it down to start the second half. Here we go. Trae Young bringing it down. He has it up top, gets it over to Daniels. Daniels being guarded by Brunson. Over to Okongwu. Gets it over to Trae Young on the left wing, driving to his left. Josh Hart has been forced to switch on to him as Trae Young's running off some screens. Brunson switches on to him. They throw the lob to Okongwu, and he throws it down, and it's a 6-point game. Here comes Bridges. Bridges bringing it down against Trae Young. Gets it over to Towns. Towns back out to Achua. Now over to Josh Hart. Now over to Brunson on the right wing. Pump fakes. Coming to his left off a Towns screen. He's got space. Steps back. Pump fakes. Over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Daniels. Daniels has picked his pocket twice so far in this game. Towns puts it up at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. And here comes the Hawks. In a 6-point game, they can cut it to 4. They get it over to Daniels. Daniels down the lane. Leaves it off to Okongwu. They kick it out. Ricochet. He puts up a right wing 3 wide open. He can't get it to go. Mohamed Gay gets the offensive rebound but can't convert. Josh Hart hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson, no look pass inside the Bridges and it right through his hands. And the Knicks turn it over. Just shovel it over to Josh Hart, JB. Full head of steam coming down the middle of the lane. He's going to get a layup out of that. Trae Young pump fakes, gets it over to Okongwu. He's driving it down, spins. He puts up the floater over Towns, and he gets a nice friendly bounce as he gets to the drop. And it's a 4-point game, 68-64. This feels like a brand new game. Come on, Knicks. Josh Hart bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Daniels. Coming to his left off a Town screen. Driving it down, behind the back, almost slips and falls. Gets it inside to Achua. Achua in the post. Against Okongwu, crosses over to his right, spins to his left, puts up the floater, gets it to go. Precious Achua, that was an impressive move right there from Precious. Making something out of nothing against a good defender in Okongwu. Trae Young coming to his left off the Okongwu screen, driving it down to his right, going under the basket, looking for an opening space. Now he's got to pull it all the way back out, hand it off to Ricochet, knocked out of his hands by Josh Hart. Here comes Josh Hart, shot out of a cannon. Leaves it off for Achua, leaves it off for Towns. Towns pump fakes, driving to his right, splitting the defenders, gets the reach and found Daniels, and gets another and one layup. It's a little too easy sometimes. It's too easy when you got to stretch 5. It's too easy. Towns going to the foul line for one more. Mike said, about time Dolan kept his mouth closed. It's about time he finally hired the right guy. He's been trying for years to hire the right guy and keep his mouth closed, right? He kept his mouth closed with Phil Jackson to the detriment of the team. He should have opened his mouth and said, Phil Jackson, what are you doing? What are you doing, Phil? Either do the job correctly or get out of here. Held on to him way too long before we finally ended up with Leon Rose. Towns does knock down his and one free throw. Thank you for knocking down your free throw. He's 8 for 10 from the line tonight. Trae Young has it up top, crosses over to his right, step back, pump fake, up top to Riza, jab step, and they call the travel on Riza. Ball going back to the Knicks. Here we go. Couple of stops, couple of scores. Build up the double-digit lead once again. The Knicks up by 9. Here we go. 64-73. Brunson bringing it down. Get the double-digit lead back. And then let's get back to moving and grooving the way we were. Let's get back to partying. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Riza. Being guarded by Riza on switch. Brunson's dancing with it, spins to his right, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Has it on the right wing, being guarded by Gay. Gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Riza. He's going right through his chest. Against Okongwu, gets another and one. Oh, my goodness. Karl-Anthony Towns, what do you want today, brother? Took a ton of contact from Okongwu, falling down, just flips it up with the basket, and gets it to go through. Towns going back to the foul line for one more. K. Hazy said, pulling your hands away after a foul is so obvious. Keep them there. Maybe the refs won't catch it. I think it's just instinctual. You know your hand's not going to be there. You're not supposed to be there, and you're like, oh, nope, it wasn't there. I think it's just an instinctual thing, man. Towns also knocks down another and one free throw. Big Cities has arrived. AP said, I was really disappointed. I really thought Phil Jackson was going to be the guy. I never believed in Phil Jackson. Never, not once. That guy went to the Lakers. Never believed in him. Towns down the lane. Riza down the lane, gets the foul call on Josh Hart. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I never believed in Phil Jackson. I had hope. I hoped Phil Jackson was going to do well, but I was like, that man is old. And then once the story came out, listen, this was where I knew it wasn't going to work out. The story came out when Phil Jackson was hired that Dolan had been trying to convince him to take the job for years. And the only reason he took the job was because Dolan finally gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. He was like, God damn, you going to pay me that much money? Fine, I'll do it. And I was like, you had to convince the guy to take the job, meaning he didn't want to do the job, meaning he's not going to do a good job. Towns had the ball knocked out of his hands. Ball still loose. Daniels picks it up, hit ahead to Riza, who caused the steal, goes up against the Chua and gets a layup to go. After Riza just knocked down 2 free throws, back to an 8-point game. Brunson downloaded Bridges in the post against Trae Young, backing him down. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson, extra pass to Towns, wide open straightaway threes, knocking him down all night long, and he continues to knock him down. Daniels hands it off to Okongwu, back to Daniels. Towns up to 33 points already. He's going to get another 40 ball, and he's going to be looking for 50. Achua blocks Daniels. Good job not fouling. Quick hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart bringing it down. Hands it off to Towns as the trailer. Another one, 2 for 2. Oh, 2 for 2. 2 straight threes. Karl-Anthony Towns. He might go for 60 tonight. Keep this a close game. We're going to go for 60. Keep this a close game. Knicks back up by 14. Trae Young coming to his left off a screen, stinging it back to his right hand, steps through, gets caught in the air, flips it up to the basket, can't get it to go, but they call the foul on Towns. AP said JD's not the easiest person to work for. I completely disagree. The version of James Dolan that Phil Jackson was working for completely got out of the way. James Dolan was nowhere to be found when Phil Jackson had the job. That was 1,000% because Phil Jackson is terrible and didn't want to do the job. Wasn't very good at the job to begin with, has never done that job, and completely tanked the team. That is 100% Phil Jackson's fault. Has nothing to do with James Dolan being difficult to work with. Trae Young split a pair of free throws. Love when the opponents miss free throws. Under 8 to go. Bridges has it on the right wing. Up top to Towns. Driving to his left on Riza and gets fouled by Riza. Towns threw a behind the head pass to Precious Achiuwa. He's feeling himself tonight. Mike said Jackson was a disaster for the Knicks. Yeah. There's a reason why he was like, oh, I'm fired? Okay, I'm going to go lay on the beach. That man did not want to be around basketball anymore. Only reason he took the job was because Dolan was going to pay him an exorbitant amount of money. Brunson, quick jab step, kicks it out to Towns. Towns going to look to shoot this 3. He's got Riza all over him. Pump fake. Now he's going to drive it to his right. Euro stepping down the lane. Puts up a lefty floater. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact. No foul call. Here come Mohamed Gay. Driving it down, gets knocked out of his hands. Brunson hit the floor. Now Josh Hart bringing it down. Against Dyson Daniels, blows right past him. Reverse layup for Josh Hart, gets it to go. And the Knicks up by 15. Trae Young bringing it down. Trae Young crosses over to his right, almost loses the handle of the ball. Bridges guarding him. Trae Young has it in the right corner. Driving past Bridges, gets into the lane, puts up the floater, can't bank in the floater as the ball just rolls off. Towns with the home run pass, turns it over. Muhammad Gay comes up with the steal. Here comes Trae Young, pulls up a deep 30-footer, knocks it down. Why throw that pass? Why throw that pass, Downs? Back to a 12-point game. Under 7 to go. Brunson driving it down, under the basket, kicks it out to Josh Hart, hands it back off to Brunson. Brunson driving to his left on Daniels, leans in, pump fake, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges over to Towns. Towns, pump fakes, gets them up in the air. Euro stepping down the lane, takes the contact, goes up, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Towns had it, lost it. Josh Hart gets it, kicks it out to Brunson. And the refs have to blow the whistle because the shot clock should not have reset to 24 seconds. Oh, but the clock also never hit the rim. So the refs are going to have to look to see what they should be setting the shot clock to. Patrick said Jackson was lazy and incompetent. He just didn't want to do the job. He wanted nothing to do with his job. But Dolan put a contract in front of him that said $60 million. And he said, okay. Okay. So what am I supposed to do? Say no to $60 million? Like, I get it. I get it. But James Dolan should have known, if a guy says no multiple times, no, I don't want to do this job, more money isn't going to make him do the job good. Or make him do the job well, I should say. He took the money and ran. Paul B said it's the third quarter. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. My bad. There we go. $6:30 to go. The officials are at the scorer's table trying to figure out what they should put the time back to. The clock is reset to 10. AP reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Yes, thank you, AP. If you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please go ahead. Like the stream, hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying the content. It really helps grow the channel, really helps grow the community, really helps grow the stream. So I very much appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. They get it into Towns, hands it back off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Rizachet. A pull-up right wing three for Brunson. In and out, halfway down, can't get it to stay. Trae Young with a long rebound. Hit ahead to Rizachet, who throws down a big right-handed slam. Back to a 10-point game. Aggro Crag aficionado. My man Aggro Crag. What's poppin', my guy? Do you get your popcorn ready for Magic Pistons Eastern Conference Finals? No, we do not. No, we do not, brother. Popcorn sounds delicious right now, though, I will say. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Daniels. Fakes the handoff. Towns, he's going to look to attack him. He's got the size advantage, obviously. Steps back, inside pass to Achua. Wide open dunk for Precious Achua. My goodness, Towns. Beautiful look, but the Hawks defense triple teaming Karl-Anthony Towns on the drive, and a beautiful pass from him. Trae Young throws the lob as Achua gets dunked on by Okongwu. Achua has been posterized a couple of times these past couple of games. He's having a rough week. They get it into Bridges. Bridges, a pull-up mid-range jumper. Gets it to go. Gets a nice soft bounce. And back up by 12, and the Hawks call a timeout here. Mark L. Mark with a C. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, brother. Always love seeing you. Paul B said, think this will hit the 250.5 over? I do not. 88-76. The Hawks are hanging around. It's not like the Knicks are going to end up blowing them out. They might end up blowing them out. See, that's the thing. That's why I say no. That's why I say no, Paul. The game would have to end in the 120s, and I don't think the Hawks are going to get to 120. Don't think the Hawks are going to get to 120. I think the Knicks will get to 120. I don't think they'll be able to make up the score for the Hawks to get to in the 130s. So I'm going to lean on no. I'm going to say no. David said Towns about to get 50 piece. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. What is he up to now? They're starting to double team him, triple team him, get the ball out of his hands, and he's Picked them apart the last play. Getting the ball to Achua. Karl Anthony Towns, 36 points already. 6 boards, 3 assists. Wish this number was a little higher. Wish he was rebounding a little bit better tonight. But I'm not going to argue with 36 halfway through the third quarter here. Justice's dad said 121 is a lock again. I do think the Knicks will get into 120s. I don't think the Hawks will. Brunson still with 20 himself. The 3 shots he's missed tonight have all been from three-point range. He's 8 for 12. Oh, no, he's missed 4 shots. So he's missed 1 shot in 2-point range. The efficiency. The efficiency is what gets me. Agro Crag said, could the Knicks get Jokic for Brunson and Cat? No. Because in order for that to happen, in 2K, you could probably make that trade in 2K. The reason why it's a no is because the Denver Nuggets are not run by morons like the Dallas Mavericks, and so they would not trade their entire franchise in the entire state of Colorado's favorite player for, 2 players who are awesome, but neither of them are on Jokic's level. AP said I wouldn't trade 2 stars for 1, and that's also another great way of putting it, AP. It's another great way of putting it. Although, if the Knicks could trade for Jokic, you make that trade. You make that trade. Even if it costs you Brunson and Towns. You make that trade. Rated E for emotions. What's up, Rated E? Imagine if we have Donovan. This team will meticulously win the cup. I'm not a big fan of Donovan Mitchell as a player. As Karis LeVert just beats the Knicks to the loose ball, gives Niang another open look from 3, and he splashes it. Come on, Knicks. Their rebounding tonight has been putrid. AB said, and who he's going to play with? Figure it out over the next couple of years. If you have a chance to get the best player in the league, you get the best player in the league while he's in his prime. 10 times out of 10. Shamit down the lane, gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, fall-away jumper in the paint, can't get it to go. Towns fighting for the offensive rebound. He can't keep it alive. It's going to go back to the Hawks. It is a 9-point game. 88-79. Under 5 to go. Okongwu hands it off to Daniels, driving to his right, down the lane, puts up a floater, comes up short, fight for the rebound. They knock it loose. It's still loose, and it's out of bounds off of the Knicks. Should be off of the Knicks. And they're going to call it off of the Hawks. Now the officials are going to meet and talk about it. They do change it. They give it back to the Hawks. It should have been off. It should have been for the Hawks. Definitely the Hawks ball. Correct call from the officials. They get it into Okongwu, hands it off for Daniels. Daniels crosses over to his left, dancing around the screen. Has it along the left baseline, pulling it back out. Cross-court pass for Reza Shea. A right wing 3 for Reza Shea, and he knocks it down. And the Knicks, every time it feels like they build momentum, they allow this Hawks team to hang around. Give credit to the Hawks for being resilient, but at the same time, the Knicks, man, the effort on the board has not been impressive tonight. It's been damn right depressing, their effort on the glass tonight. Brunson dancing around the Nachua screen, swings it around. Towns, the right corner 3. Towns knocks down another 3. Gets the 3 points right back. My goodness, 39 points for Karl Anthony Towns here. LeVert on the right wing, dancing with it. Hands it off to Okongwu, driving it in against Brunson. Goes up against a ton of contact, and he lays it up and in. No foul call. Brunson bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Daniels. Coming to his right off of Josh Hart's screen. Tries to hit the pocket pass to Josh Hart. It's knocked away. Daniels picks it up over to Reza Shea. Bounce pass to LeVert, and he lays it up and in. And a timeout from the Knicks, as it's back to a 5-point game. Mike said lapses in defensive rebounding. It hasn't been lapses. It's just been downright bad all game long. It's been downright bad all game long. David said 50-piece chicken dinner coming. Hopefully in a win. At this rate, hopefully in a win. Making it too hard on themselves by not grabbing rebounds tonight. AP said, now, if the Knicks lose this game, then you ship everyone out. You can't be so emotional, AP. I get it. I get it. Don't lose this game, Knicks. Don't lose this game. This would be a very frustrating game to lose. For sure. For sure. I think they'll be all right. You know, pull yourselves together. Tom Thibodeau, can we get some substitutions? We're 3.5 to go in the third quarter here. Can we get some substitutions? Mark said, grab rebounds. And that's honestly where the Knicks have allowed this Hawks team to hang around with them. The Hawks have just dominated them on the glass. Let's look at the rebounding numbers. Agro Crag said, could Trae Young be a candidate for a Bosley restoration? Isn't Bosley just like black spray paint? The rebounding. Let's look at the rebounding. The Hawks, overall, they have 34 rebounds to the Knicks, 25 reboundings, losing by 9 on the glass. The Knicks have 4 offensive rebound, and the Hawks have 15, getting dominated on the boards tonight by the Hawks. This is where you need Mitchell Robinson out there, man. This is a game you could really, really use Big Mitch. Agrocag said, no, that's a Boozer restoration. True. Boozer with the Sharpie. No, the Boozer restoration is sponsored by Sharpie, for sure. That's a Sharpie sponsorship right there. Angela Harding said, too close for comfort. Come on, Knicks. You're all better than this. Win, for sure. That's why, you know, when you play close games like this against subpar competition, why it's very frustrating to watch sometimes. Kent Neo said, Precious has to come out of the game. You have to put another big man next to Cat. Precious is a big man. What is he, a wing? A guard? He's a big man. He may not be the correct big man right now to have in the game, but that is a conversation we've had all night long. That's a conversation we've had the last couple of games. AB said, we need Oakley. Oakley can't play in this generation, brother. He can't play in this generation. Here we go. We're back into it. Josh Hart has it up top. Swings it over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing. They show 2. Brunson spins, coming out of it. Leans in, step back, pump fake. Puts up the jumper. Gets fouled by Daniels, who got into the landing space of Jalen Brunson. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. How many fouls does Dyson Daniels have? Yaks had 11 offensive rebounds, leads to 15 more shots than us. I think we just looked at it. They have now 15 offensive rebounds, Yak. They are dominating on the glass tonight. Like I said, the perfect night to have Mitchell Robinson out there. Brunson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Thank you, JB. Bridges is checking back into the game. David said we need 5 Josh Harts. Or 1 Mitchell Robinson. Towns checking out. He's got the nice standing ovation from the crowd. Knicks up by 6. There was something I wanted to check on the scoreboard. Towns with 39, Brunson with 23. But there was something I wanted to check, and I forget. AP said, Charles Oakley almost got every rebound. These are long rebounds, AP. He don't got the foot, feet, and the quickness to keep up. He not getting them long rebounds. Trae Young turns it over, and he's looking for a foul call. He's not going to get it. Josh Hart throws a terrible lob pass to Achua. It's a turnover. Terrence Mann has it. 3-on-1 with Shamet retreating, and LeVert gets an easy layup out of it. Back to a 4-point game. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson in and out dribble, driving to his left, gets the foul, and 1 for JB on Terrence Mann. Yes, sir. The and ones tonight for the Knicks have been insane. Namar said, I agree. I agree with you. You can use Mitch in this game, for sure. There are certain matchups where I think Mitchell Robinson is damn near necessary. And then certain matchups where I barely want to see Mitchell Robinson play at all. But it's going to be up to Tom Thibodeau to be flexible with his rotations, which worries me, and to be smart with who gets majority of the minutes. Don't have a set rotation, and then no matter who you're playing and no matter who's out there, I'm just going to have Mitchell Robinson play 20 minutes against Cleveland and 20 minutes against, as Niang down the lane gets an and one back at Brunson. As he steps through, gets an and one. And is 95-90. Brunson did knock down a and one free throw. Niang at the foul line for the extra free throw. Gets it to go. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Josh Hart bringing it down. Come on, Knicks. Build up a nice cushion going into the fourth. Brunson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Terrence Mann. Coming to his right off the Achua screen. Steps back. Inside pass to Josh Hart. Wide open under the basket. Gets fouled by LeVert. He did get the block, but he did knock over Josh Hart. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. David said, well, this our team for this year. Reevaluate after the season. Either we win the chip or we got work to do. Perfectly put. Perfectly put, David. You either win. What Tom Thibodeau always says, you either win or you lose, as Josh Hart knocks down his first free throw. And if the Knicks end up losing this year in the playoffs, you go into the offseason. You have your team fully assembled. You have your championship team fully assembled. Now you start to build around the edges. Now you can go out and maybe they end up trading Mitchell Robinson. Maybe they go out and they end up trading some of the rookies that we love. Maybe they go out and they sign a free agent that is really going to help the team. This is when you start to build it. Josh Hart knocks down both of his free throws. Trae Young down the lane knocks down a floater. Getting them 2 points right back. Still a 4-point game, 97-93. Josh Hart bringing it down. Being guarded by Niang. Gets it over to Brunson. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Niang. Quick crossover to his right. Bounce pass to Achua. Down the lane. Bounce pass to Josh Hart. Kicks it out the Bridges. The left corner three from McHale. The ball movement ends up in a wide open three. You love it every time. Every single time. Trae Young bringing it down. Has it up top. Dancing with it. Coming to his left off the screen. Josh Hart switches onto him. Trae Young. Gets it over to LeVert, being guarded by Hart. LeVert, jab step, driving to his right, to the basket. Kicks it in the corner to a wide open Niang for a three, and he gets them 3 points right back. Here comes Josh Hart bringing it down. Charlie said, Knicks bench points, 2 points. They got to play in order to score, though. Only 2 points from the bench, but they haven't played pretty much at all here in the second half. Shamit's in the game. His pump fakes down the lane, puts up a mid-range jumper, and he gets it to go. Landry Shamit, welcome to the game, brother. Trae Young bringing it down, crosses over to his left. Euro steps down the lane, draws the foul, and he can't get the floater to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Knicks up by 6, 102-96. Trae Young going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Paul B said, I think that 249.5 over is a lock now. Might be. Might be. I can see both of these teams getting up to the 120s. You're right. For sure. AgroCag said, could you do a video of you cooking at your local YMCA? No, I cannot. No, I cannot. Yak said, getting killed and going small. They were big and they were still getting killed on the glass. So Tom Thibodeau's going more offensive. I'm disappointed in how he's just not trusting the bench at all. The starting 5, except for Karl Anthony Towns, is going to play pretty much the entirety of this third quarter. Brunson has it up top, coming to his right, dancing with it. Pass fake, kicks it out to Josh Hart. He's going to drive it down. He's going to stop in the lane, throws it over the top to Achua. This is some terrible, ugly-looking offense here. Puts it up with the right hand, and he's able to find the space and gets it to go over Niang. The Hawks are also going a little bit small. They got Barlow in there as the center. Barlow is not necessarily a good rebounding big. Trae Young kicks it out up top to LeVert. He's going to drive to his right, down the lane, kicks it out. Niang, another right corner three. He can't get that one to go. A long rebound. They knock it loose. The ball is still loose. Shamit able to pick it up. Tries to save it over to Josh Hart, but it's loose. Come on, Shamit, just hold on to that thing real quick. Trae Young has it up top being guarded by Shamet. 15 seconds to go. They're going to have the final shot of the quarter here. Trae Young's going to slow it down and make sure it is indeed the final shot of the quarter. Trae Young, step back, crosses over to his left. A deep pull-up three from the logo. He gets it to go. 104-101, 3 seconds to go. Josh Hart is going to chuck it up with the buzzer. Knocked out of his hands, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Frustrating. Kay Hazy said, weak defense. Weak offense. Your offense should help your defense, especially when you're a poor defensive team. And the Knicks aren't a poor defensive team. They're a middle-of-the-pack defensive team. But when defense is not your forte and offense is, make sure your offense is on point. And Tom Thibodeau not subbing any of the starters out the entirety of the quarter, except for Karl-Anthony Towns, and I think Bridges sat on the bench for like a minute or two, is bad coaching. Like, clearly things were not working, and yet you were just banging your head against the brick wall. Come on, man. It's disappointing when you see this, because certain things work, certain things end up working for the Knicks. And then Tom Thibodeau completely goes away from it. You know? And it's very frustrating. Justice's dad said, nice jinx on the over. Hawks not getting over to 125. Hey, man, they got a whole... Why is my score slightly off? Ooh. What is the score? Hey, man, maybe the Knicks... 104-101. Maybe the Knicks clamp down on defense here and the Hawks only scored 10 points. And then I'm right. We got a whole fourth quarter to play. We got a whole fourth quarter to play, Justice's dad. You never know. Mike said, the Knicks earned the record they have. I'm not understanding how they continue to sleep on teams and have to play from behind. Well, they're not playing from behind. They've played from ahead pretty much all night long. I think they've actually led wire to wire. I don't think the Hawks have ever had the lead. And if they did, it was very early in that first quarter. But... they allow a Hawks team to stick around all night long, and then, you know, you put yourselves behind the eight ball by now having to really compete against them when you should have had a nice cushion going into this fourth quarter. But instead, now you have to compete for it. Mark said Atlanta plus 400 to win. You know how I do. Hey, man, a deal is a deal, right? That's a nice deal. It's a nice deal. Those are nice odds. Nice odds. And like you said the other night, or somebody said the other night, I don't know if it was you, Mark, but either way you win, right? Either way you win. Knicks end up losing, you win the bet. If the Knicks end up winning, hey, my team won. Justice's dad said, sorry, you ain't right in the 10-point quarter. What is this, the Bulls? You never know, though. They could go absolutely ice cold from three. Let's see how the quarter plays out. Charlie said, campaign is a non-relevant this game, inconsistent. He was good in that first half. I liked what he brought in the first half. Doesn't get a chance in the second half. Campaign driving it down. Inside to pressure to True and a wide open dunk. Campaign. There he is. Gets into the game, makes a great positive play. If only he could play in that third quarter. Only Tom Thibodeau knew he could make substitutions in third quarters. Dominic Barlow swings it over to Niang. Over to Trae Young. Trae Young, a left wing three. Over Bridges. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound out to LeVert. LeVert hands it off to Young. Down the lane. He loses it. He's looking for a foul call he's not going to get. Achua gets it over to Shamet. Shamet's going to pull it back out. Good transition defense from the Hawks. Gets it out to Bridges. Over to Towns. Towns has it up top. Being guarded by Terrence Mann. He's going to go right up into him. And Towns driving it down. Knocked out of his hands. And they call the foul on Terrence Mann. And he's upset. He's thinking he got that strip clean. But they call the foul. Justice's dad said, is Deuce hurt? Not that we know of. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. We don't know. You know, the public doesn't know. But he's coming off one of his better games this season against the Pacers the other night. And then he doesn't play tonight. So only explanation is that, like, maybe he's dealing with something. So, you know, maybe. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns has it up top being guarded by Barlow. 5 seconds to go in the shot clock. Towns spins to his right, driving it down. Euro stepping down the lane. And runs right into the defense, and he throws it out of bounds. That's not a foul, Towns. Stop crying. It's not a foul. Great defense from the Hawks. You just ran right into a guy, and then you hit the floor, flopping all over the place. And a moving screen on Dominic Barlow. Mikal Bridges doing a good job fighting over the screen. Ball going back to the Knicks immediately. David said Deuce was on the injury list. Oh, really, was he? I didn't notice before the game started. He did play tonight. Didn't really have anything that stood out necessarily, but wasn't bad either. So I guess something is bothering him, and he's out the rest of the night because he has not come back into the game. Campaign down the lane. And a goaltending call on Dominic Barlow. Ball going back to the Knicks with 2 points. Ball going back to the Hawks with 2 points for the Knicks. Trae Young bringing it down. Bounce pass to Niang. Puts up the 3. Can't get it to go. Achua with the rebound. Here comes Campaign. Knicks with a 7-point lead. Starting to build it back up again. We've seen this story before, though. But they have not relinquished this lead. Campaign down the lane gets the foul call. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Campaign making things happen tonight. AP said McBride ate bad food. Yak said he got hurt in the game. I didn't notice. I did not notice. I could probably check this way if there's any update from the beat reporters. Like Ian Begley would probably let us know. Go to Ian. Campaign does knock down his free throw. Thank you, Campaign. He's got one more coming. Nick say Miles McBride, left rib contusion. Yes, he was a game time decision with a left rib contusion. I do remember seeing that. He's out the rest of the game. Ian Begley reported that 21 minutes ago. So bad job by me, but not realizing. My bad, y'all. My bad. Trae Young driving to his right. Pass fake, down the lane, flips it up at the basket, looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. And then good box out from Precious Achiuwa, and Campaign sneaks in and steals the rebound away from Barlow. Campaign has been fantastic here. He draws another foul and gets an and one. It's an and one party tonight. How many and ones for the Knicks? Cameron Payne, if only he could have played in the third quarter, it wouldn't have been a 3-point game. But here he is, saving our bacon here in the fourth quarter. Welcome back into the game, Campaign. The Knicks retake a double-digit lead. Kent Neo said, is this the third quarter or the fourth quarter? It is the fourth quarter. I'm referencing the fact that Tom Thibodeau didn't really make substitutions in that third quarter. And then by the end of it, the lead was cut down to 3. Mike said, I couldn't tell the Hawks never led the way we are playing. I think it's a little overblown. You guys are acting like the Knicks are playing bad. They're not playing bad. They're getting killed on the glass. The Hawks are playing hard. They could definitely compete harder on the glass, for sure. This Campaign gets his and one free throw. But overall, the Knicks have played a very good game, other than the rebounding, which is an important part. Trae Young puts up a jumper and draws a foul. Charlie said, just when I said Campaign is non-relevant. Sometimes you need to talk down on a guy's name in order for him to step up. It's like they could hear you. It's like the message reaches them in the back of their head, and they're like, oh, he was talking smack about me? You know? Sometimes they just need that motivation. Isaiah Gardner, what's up, Isaiah? Cat might have 50. He might. Trae Young knocks down the first free throw. Trae Young goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Campaign bringing it down. It's been a Campaign party. Payne has it up top. Coming to his right off the Achiuwa screen. Driving it down. Step back. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Gets blocked. Achiuwa with the offensive rebound. He's going to pull it all the way back out. Achiuwa in the post now. Stops. Pump fake. Leans in. Lefty off glass. Gets it to go. Precious Achiuwa making something out of nothing. Okay, Precious. I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort. And the Knicks don't get back on defense as Reza Shea gets a wide open dunk in the paint. Where is our defense? Where is it? Campaign has it on the right wing. Knicks still lead by 10, 115-105, 9:30 to go. Payne calling for a screen from Achiuwa, coming to his left off a high screen, crossing back over to his right, kicks it over to Shamit. He pump fakes. He's going along the baseline, and he lays it up and in. Okay, Landry. Okay. Trae Young bringing it down, coming to his right, throws the lob up, and now we're just trading baskets. Now we're just trading easy, silly baskets. Come on, y'all. Lock in. Campaign on the right wing being guarded by Terrence Mann. Gets it over to Towns. Towns coming to his left. Inside pass to Achua. Bad pass. Achua was not prepared for it. Tried to save it, but he can't keep it in bounds. Turnover, and the ball is going back to the Hawks. David said, Towns working with JB for three-point contest, showing him how to win it. Yeah, Towns has that three-point contest trophy in his house. Brunson is going to be his second year in a row competing in it. They kick it out to LeVert in the left corner. He pump fakes, one dribble, puts it up, gets it to go. Over Shamet. Back to a 7-point game. Back to a 7-point game. AP said, how is JB? He's on the bench. Didn't do too much in that third quarter. To get it over to Bridges, coming to his left. Snaking it down the middle of the lane. Scoop layup with the right hand from Bridges. Comes up well short. Bridges, what was that, buddy? What was that? Wide open layup. You blew it. Trae Young bringing it down against Payne. Leans in. And they call the charge on Trae Young. There you go. Cam Payne has been a revelation here in the fourth quarter. If only Tom Thibodeau knew that he is legally allowed to play Cameron Payne in third quarters. Josh Hart's checking back in. Kay Hayes said, love campaign. He's been phenomenal, too. He's earning the minutes he's getting here in the fourth quarter because he's been great. Precious Achiuwa finally checks out. Landry Shamet bringing it down. Shamet gets it over to Hart. Hart hands it off to Bridges. Driving to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper from Bridges, and he gets it to go. Trae Young bringing it down against Bridges. Coming to his left, throws the lob. And Okongwu able to grab it with the one hand and throw it down. Impressive catch and finish from Okongwu. Still a 7-point game, and again, both these teams just trading baskets back and forth. But at least the Knicks have the lead. I feel comfortable trading baskets with the lead. I'll tell you that. Josh Hart hands it off to Bridges. Bridges dancing around the Josh Hart screen, driving to his right. Stops, picks his dribble up, hits Shamet cutting back door. Can't get the layup to go, gets blocked. But Josh Hart right there for the follow-up, because of course he is, because it's Josh Hart. Trae Young bringing it down, coming to his left, picks his dribble up. Inside pass to Okongwu, gets fouled by Payne. It's going to send Okongwu to the foul line for 2 free throws. Good job not giving him the easy layup campaign. Okongwu has missed multiple free throws tonight, so this is a good job. And Okongwu seems to have hurt his hand. David said, if we fire Tibbs, I'd love to see Billy Donovan leave the Bulls and come here. Oh, Billy Donovan, brother, no. Have higher standards for yourselves. Billy Donovan? Oh, campaign got all ball. Maybe a little fingers, but hands part of the ball. But he did make contact with his shoulder with his body, so that's probably what the foul is. Okongwu knocks down the first one, unfortunately. Dyson Daniels checking back in. Charlie V. Cruz said, Shamet plus campaign is the champagne. Yes. Victory. We celebrate victory with champagne. Speaking of, Jalen Brunson checks in for Landry Shamet here. Good minutes from Shamet. AP said, how is 5 pick? What does that mean? Shaw, what's up, Shaw? Mark said knee stops. They do. They do. Listen, they could win this game by simply trading baskets all night long. They have a lead. But stops would be nice, as Okongwu misses a free throw. Towns able to rip the rebound down. And the Knicks, with a very good lineup. I like this lineup a lot. We got Cam Payne, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Karl-Anthony Towns. We should generate a lot of open looks with this lineup. Bridges coming to his left off the Towns screen. Kicks it out to Towns. Towns pump fakes, driving to his left. Has it in the post, in the high, up top, being guarded by LeVert. Driving to his right, down the lane, a deep floater with the shot clock winding down, and the Knicks just holding on to the ball way too long. A terrible shot. I was just talking about how you should be able to generate good shots, and you get a terrible one. Trae Young driving to his left on Bridges, pump fakes, kicks it out to Niang. Niang in the corner, puts it up over Josh Hart, comes up short, long rebound, campaign with it, and then gets stripped by Okongwu. Okongwu up top. LeVert, a straightaway 3, off the back rim, long rebound, Bridges grabs it. And let's slow it down and get a good shot here. We're at the halfway point of this fourth quarter, and the Knicks have an 8-point lead. Let's get it up to 10 again. Brunson coming to his right, being guarded by Niang. Dyson Daniels switches back onto Brunson. He's coming to his right off a Josh Hart screen. Pump fakes, now puts up the mid-range jumper. And looks like Daniels may have got a piece of it as Brunson comes up well short, an air ball. You rarely see that from JB out of the mid-range. They kick it over to Trae Young. Tries to get it in the corner to Niang, but a kickball violation by Bridges, getting his foot in there. And we're going to get a timeout. We're going to slow down. Let's get a timeout. Let's talk it over. Right? Let's chill. Take a breather. Let's realize where we're at. Let's realize what we're doing. Mike said, let that dude shoot free throws all night. Yes, what is his free throw shooting? I know he missed 4 earlier in the game. He missed 2. Twice he went to the line for 2 free throws and missed them both. Tonight, Okongwu is 1 for 6 from the foul line. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I love when our opponents misses free throws. 1 for 6 from the foul line is glorious. Glorious. Overall, everyone else has pretty much hit their free throws. They're 17 for 25, and that's pretty much from Okongwu. Tonight, the Knicks are 20 of 25. Exact same number of free throws, which is a good sign. 9 for 19 from 3 for the Knicks, 10 for 29 for the Hawks. 43 for 90 from the field. They're getting them shots up. And the Knicks, 46 for 77. Oof. DN, what's up, DN? AP said 5 picks is Mikal Bridges. I get it. DN said, get Huck Porty immediately away from Tibbs before he completely destroys Huck's confidence like he did the Sims. Send Huck to the G League. Tibbs didn't destroy Sims' confidence. Sims is a limited basketball player who thrived under Tom Thibodeau, actually, given his ceiling. He was never going to improve. He was a 4-year college player at Tennessee, and time again, he got beat for the starting position at Tennessee by the freshman coming in. Got beat by Kai Jones, got beat by Miles Turner, got beat by, was it Miles Turner? It wasn't Miles Turner. Miles Turner is much older than Sims. Or maybe he's not. I don't know. But he got beat multiple times at Tennessee while he was there by the freshman coming in to be the starting center. Tom Thibodeau did not kill his confidence. That guy is just a career third-string big man. Solid player, but a career third-string big man, for sure. The Celtics game ended. I assume they won. They did win. And the Pacers ended up coming back and being the Wizards, unfortunately. Heat are beating the Thunder. It's an 8-point game. And the Cavs are dominating the Raptors. And the Nets are up by 10 on the 76ers again. I love it. Irving Green. What's up, Irving? DN said, it's obvious Tibbs will continue to purposely sabotage this team until Mitch is ready to play. I don't think he's purposely sabotaging the team, DN. DN said Tibbs had to play a role in that. Did Tom Thibodeau kill his confidence at Tennessee? Or Texas? Was it Texas? Played at Texas, I think. Irving Green said Texas. I believe it's Texas, yes. DN said Sims wouldn't even look at the rim for a putback. Sims was in his head. Did you watch him at Texas, DN? That is the epitome of Jericho Sims, which is why he was the last pick in his draft. As Trae Young comes in and knocks down a 3. Come on, Knicks. That is the epitome of Jericho Sims. He was never going to be anything more than a career backup and likely a third-string center. Tom Thibodeau helped him be one of the best rim-protecting bigs this season on the team. Mikal Bridges, a terrible pass, but the ball finds its way to Campaign. Oh, in and out halfway down for Campaign out of the right corner. Here comes Trae Young bringing it down. Trae Young up top, coming to his left, being guarded by Bridges. Driving it down, leaves it off. Niang puts up the floater, gets it to go. Brunson's going to bring it down. Forgot to restart the timer. 5:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3-point game yet again. Come on, Come on, Knicks. Brunson on the left wing, being guarded by Daniels. Coming to his left now. Niang comes out to guard him. Finds a way to get it out to Josh Hart. Swings it out to Karl-Anthony Towns for a wide open 3. And Towns continues to not miss from 3-point range tonight. My goodness. 42 points for Karl-Anthony Towns. Niang, cross-court pass. Daniels, corner, up top to Bridges, being guarded by, up top to Young, being guarded by Bridges. A deep pull-up 3 for Trae Young, and he knocks it down again. Can the Knicks maybe step up a little bit? I know you're going to live with Trae Young taking 30-foot 3-point bombs, but can you step up just a little bit to make them think about it just a smidge? Namar said, hopefully Mitch returns after the All-Star break. I do believe that is the plan. Brunson bringing it down. Still a three-point game, 124-121. Brunson dancing with it, coming to his left off of Josh Hart's screen, pulls it back, driving to his right, cross-court pass to Payne. Payne, jab step, driving to his right, gets fouled, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, but he's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Got fouled by Trae Young. Slim Slam, what's up, Slim? AB said, anyone think rookies are excited to play for Tibbs? I think a bunch of rookies have been excited to play for Tibbs. If you listen to players do interviews, they talk about how instrumental Tibbs was during their rookie years in building up their confidence and showing them what they need to do to work on in order to get on the court. That is not an opinion. That is anecdotal from players who have played for Tibbs during their rookie seasons. As Campaign misses the first free throw. We can't be missing free throws right now, Campaign. Charlie said, give your 110% Knicks. Last game before a long vacation. Absolutely. Campaign does knock down the second one. No, it's not for a lack of trying, man. This Hawks team is resilient. They're playing hard, and they're killing the Knicks on the glass. Now, the Knicks' effort on the glass has not been very good tonight. Trae Young pump fakes from 3, gets it over to Reza back to Young. Young coming to his right off the Reza screen. Inside pass to Reza against Towns, goes up. Gets blocked by Karl-Anthony Towns. Good defensive play there from the Knicks, and especially Towns, who rotated over and got the block on the rookie. Campaign bringing it down, coming to his right. On the right wing, pulls up from the right wing 3, Campaign, can't get it to go. Josh Hart fighting for the rebound. And a loose ball foul against Josh Hart they call. And Josh Hart is flabbergasted at the call. David said, I hope Mitch and OG and Mitch don't go on vacation. Oh, I hope they do nothing but go on vacation. That's exactly what they need, David. Go on vacation, get your bodies right. And how is that not a foul on Niang? He grabbed Josh Hart's arm. And Tom Thibodeau's going to use the challenge here. Dean said, not saying Sims was going to be a baller, but I'm sure he was a more confident player coming to the Knicks. Buddy, did you watch him at Texas? Like I said, he was a 4-year player who consistently lost his starting spot to the freshman coming in at Texas. There's a reason why he was the last pick in the draft. Josh Hart did have his right hand on the back of Niang, so they might uphold the call with that. Dean said, nope. All right, so how are you comparing him to what he used to be, to what he was on the Knicks, and you didn't watch him when he was in college? He is the exact same player in the NBA as he was in college. He had no confidence in college, which is why he consistently lost his starting spot, and that's why when he got to the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau did a pretty good job of instilling confidence into him and empowering him to be a better defender and saying, like, that's your role. If you compare where Jericho Sims was when he came with the Knicks to where he was this season before he got traded, he was a significantly better rebounder and a significantly more versatile defender. He improved tremendously under Tibbs. He has 0 offensive game. Yes, don't look at the basket. I don't want you looking at the basket, Jericho Sims. Unless you have a lane to dunk the ball, I don't want Jericho Sims even looking at the rim. David said, need that rehab. We need them first game back after the break. OG Anunoby was a game-time decision tonight. Obviously, they opted to hold them out, which I think we all were hoping for and all expected. They did end up doing that. They're going to give him the full time to rest. But when you have a foot sprain, the best thing for it is to just get it massaged and to rest, right? It is not something you need to rehab back from. You just need to rest it. As far as Mitchell Robinson, like you're probably right. No vacation for Mitch. Like keep working, keep putting the work in. But you know, I guess the Mitchell Robinson one is a good point. Is a good point. Keep working. We need you back as soon as possible. Dean said, I find it hard to believe his confidence was that low before he came to the Knicks. His confidence wasn't low. He's not a good offensive player. If you're not a good offensive player in the NBA, I can't let you take shots. Not when the Knicks are good. The Knicks are going to going on deep playoff runs. I'm not going to just allow Jericho Sims to work on his offensive game because he doesn't have any. He's a 4-year college player, and he came into the NBA with no offensive game, man. Karen said he wouldn't even be in the NBA without Tibbs giving him a chance. Unsuccessful challenge by the Knicks. They do call the foul on Josh Hart. Josh Hart did have his hand on the back of Niang, and then Niang grabbed Josh Hart's arm, so the foul came first from Josh Hart. Unsuccessful challenge. Shah said, but he is a rim protector, and that's exactly what the Knicks need. Yeah, but they prefer Precious Achiuwa, who has some semblance of an offensive game. Huck Porty, who has shown more promise as not just a rim protector, but also with an offensive game, as Trae Young knocks down a floater. Here we go. 2-point game. And they still have Mitchell Robinson on the roster, so he was redundant for what they need. Very redundant. Josh Hart has it up top, being guarded by LeVert. 3:30 to go here in the game. It's a 2-point game. Brunson on the right wing, coming to his left off the Josh Hart screen. Karis LeVert switches on to Brunson. Brunson's going to look to dance. Brunson up top, dancing with it. Euro stepping down the lane, draws the foul. Gets blocked by Karis LeVert. It's going to send Brunson to the foul line for 2 free throws. David said, Sims and Obi treated the same. How is Obi being treated on Indiana? Some nights he plays a lot, and some nights he barely plays. Because that man can't guard Did you see him trying to guard Josh Hart? How many offensive rebounds did Josh Hart have last night? Because Obi Toppin, and how many times did Josh Hart cut back door on Obi Toppin? Because Obi Toppin didn't know where his man was. If you fancy yourself a good team, Obi Toppin's not going to be a big part of your rotation. Good player, good role player, but like an 8th guy in a rotation. Hattie, what's up, Hattie? Isaiah Gardner said, nah, defense must have been bad tonight. What is going on? Defense has not been very good tonight. You're right. It's mostly been as Brunson knocks down both of his free throws. Thank you. Oh, no, he split them. Jeez Louise, Brunson. Come on. They've gotten killed on the glass tonight, Hattie. Killed on the glass. Trae Young, a deep pull-up 3 over Brunson. Comes up short. Towns with the rebound. Oh, no, they didn't call the foul, and it is out of bounds off of Karl-Anthony Towns. It's going to go back to the Hawks. Unfortunate. 3 minutes to go. Timeout from the Hawks. Knicks barely clinching to a 3-point lead right now. Mike said Sims look pretty good in the G League, at least to me. Everybody looks good in the G League, man. Have you seen, what's this kid's name? What's the kid's name? Who has like 20.18 rebound games in the G League. The big tall kid. What's his name? Moses Brown. Moses Brown is down there dominating. David said Moses Brown looks so great he won't get a call-up. There are 29 other teams who can call up Moses Brown, David. There's a reason why guys are in the G League. Deuce McBride used to go down to the G League and average like 35 points. You know? And he's a very good NBA player. But he ain't averaging no 35 points in the NBA. Astra Cat, what's up, Astra? Kevin Patrick Hogan said no timeouts left. No, they have 2. They have 2 timeouts left. Zeke of 900. What's up, Zeke? It's going to overtime? I hope not. I hope not. Although I do love close games as long as the Knicks pull them out. Shah said, Pritchard scares me as a Knicks fan. Yes, he is the epitome of a Knicks killer. They get it into Daniels down low, flips it up with the right hand off glass, gets it to go, and it is a 1-point game, y'all. Here we go. Unfortunately, Brunson bringing it down against Daniels. Brunson has it up top, gets it over to Josh Hart, being guarded by Niang. By the way, this just got over the 250. They get over to Towns for a three. Towns way off, comes way wide right on that shot. Trae Young bringing it down against Brunson. He's going to pick him up. Trae Young dancing with it up top. Pulls it back out. They show two. Gets it over to LeVert. Inside to Daniels. Daniels against Towns. Stops, turns, spins right into Campaign. Kicks it out to LeVert. Driving to his left. Goes under the basket. Josh Hart switches onto him. Loses his balance. Throws it off of Karl-Anthony Towns with 1.3 on the clock. Good defense from the Knicks. Now, don't let no nonsense happen here. Play solid defense. Force a tough shot. Or a shot clock violation. Zeke of 900 said, I need Josh Hart to score 2 more times. Oh, that's got to be stressful. That's got to be stressful. Precious Achiuwa checks back in for Campaign. .220 to go. To get it into Trae Young. Trae Young throws it to nobody, and it's a shot clock violation. Asher said it ain't going to overtime. Knicks ending this here. Hopefully. It is a 1-point game. The Knicks have led pretty much all night long, but now find themselves in a dogfight against the Hawks with 2 minutes to go here in Madison Square Garden. 126, 125, 2 minutes to go. Brunson has it up top against Daniels. Coming to his right off an Achiuwa screen. They show two. Inside, Precious Achiuwa off glass. Can't get it to go, but they call the foul on, who is that? Karis LeVert, sending Precious to the line for 2 free throws. Precious, they put his stats up. He is 60% on the season. All right, Precious. Big time free throws. Knocks down the first free throw. Yes, sir. My man is clutch. My man, Precious Achiuwa, is clutch. Knocks down the first one. He's got one more coming. Charlie said Cat will not get that 50. Never say never, man. He can go off. He can absolutely go off. Towns still stuck on that 42 points. But Precious Achiuwa knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Precious. Trae Young bringing it down. Under 2 minutes to go. Coming to his right off a couple of screens. Trae Young has it. Inside pass. Daniels off glass. Gets it to go. Gets a nice friendly roll off the rim. Back to a 3-point game. 128, 120. Oh, 1-point game. 128, 127. Both teams going back and forth. This has been the kind of game where both teams have traded baskets all night long. Brunson coming to his right. Niang trying to stick with him. Brunson crosses over to his left. Down the lane. Stops. Brunson pivots. Gets it over to Josh Hart. The lane is crowded. Back out to Brunson. Brunson. Jab step. Puts up a deep three over Daniels. Come on. Ooh, Jalen Brunson. Ice water in his veins. The Brunson burner is lit right now. Trae Young trying to answer, coming to his right, down the lane, leans in, gets blocked by Towns, but he draws the foul on Achiuwa. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws with 1:20 to go here in the game. The Knicks with a 4-point lead. Trae Young going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Karen Lippenholtz. What's up, Carrie? Do you think the Knicks have a shot at the title this year? I do. For sure. Self-made Ant. What's up, Self-made? Y'all think Josh can get a score and 2 more boards? 2 more rebounds? Do I think he can get a score and 2 more rebounds? In 125? Yeah, I think he can get a layup. But the ball's going to be in Brunson's hands. He's going to take shots. So I'm going to say no. Slim Slam and lock Trae Young down. Yes, sir. Trae Young, 29 points, 17 assists. Great game for Trae Young tonight. Although the efficiency wasn't there, he did wake up in the second half, and he knocks down both free throws, bringing it back to a 2-point game. 125 to go. Brunson bringing it down against Daniels. Zeke of 900 said, I need 2 more field goals from Josh Hart. You're probably not going to get it because the ball is going to be in Brunson's hands to close this one out. Brunson on the left wing, attacking Daniels, stopping, puts up the floater, gets it to go. JB, the clutch gene is alive in Jalen Brunson. My goodness. A deep three over Daniels, going right into his chest, knocks down the floater over Daniels. You can't guard me, brother. I'll take it to the paint, I'll knock it down. I'll pull you out to the 3-point line, I'll knock you down. It don't matter. Any way I get it, I'm going to get it. Jalen Brunson now up to 30 points. 7 assists. Josh Hart with 14, 10, and 6. Woof. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Everybody getting in on the action. Mikal Bridges, a quiet 11 points, but he's played, he's had a tough assignment tonight, chasing around Trae Young all night. And Maynard's 3102. Appreciate you, Maynards. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good time tonight. 2-point game with 1 minute to go is a stressful situation, for sure. For sure. The Pistons now up on the Bulls. Bucks and Timberwolves in a close game. 3 minutes to go. It's a 4-point game. Kings Pelicans in a close one. Thunder now up by 8 on the Heat. Who couldn't have predicted this was going to happen? Adams Yank Cab. What's up, Adam? Here we go. Let's get back into the game. Don't want to miss a second of this action. Got a minute to go. Captain Clutch, the Brunson burner. Captain Clutch lighting up the Brunson burner right now. Setting it ablaze. He said, I got to wake up. I got to close this one out. A minute to go. Trae Young has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Dancing with it. Swings it over to Niang. Niang, pass fake, being guarded by Chua. Hands it back off to Trae Young, driving it all the way to the basket. Gets the scoop layup to go off glass. Talk about a guy who's woken up. Trae Young. Been fantastic in the second half here. Brunson bringing it down against Dyson Daniels. They show 2. They get it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart back to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Crossing over to his right. Crossing back over to his left. Spins. Fall away jumper over Daniels. If he gets that to go, I'm going crazy. He can. Achua, the offensive rebound. Being a big man down low. And he lays it up and in. I'm too big. I'm too strong. I want the ball. Huge offensive rebound and put back from Achua. After the Knicks got dominated on the glass all night long, Trae Young has stepped back, left wing 3 over Achua. Off the back rim, the long rebound, chasing it down. Guess who gets to it? My man Josh Hart, the heart of the team. Get to it, Josh. Pull this one out, and they call the foul on Niang. With 18 seconds to go, the Knicks with a 4-point lead. Josh Hart going to the foul line for 2 more free throws. I don't know if you needed the points or if you needed the field goals, but I'm telling you right now, Josh Hart going to knock down both of these free throws because that's what he does. Zeke said, what's the score? 135-131, my brother. 135-131 with 18 seconds to go. Josh Hart to the foul line for 2 free throws. Knicks with a 4-point lead. Josh Hart's going to extend it to a 6-point lead. I feel very comfortable saying that. No commentary curse right here. Josh Hart, line me up. First one up, first one down. I knew it. I knew it. We got one more coming. Josh Hart, knock down both of them for me, big dog. Knock down both of them for me. Send them home. Send them packing. Going to the All-Star break, feeling good about yourselves. Pick up a nice big old victory here. Josh Hart, 81% on the season, 5 for 5 tonight. He about to make it 6 for 6. No commentary curse here. He gonna knock this one down. Watch this. Bang! Yes, I gave a bang to a free throw. Knicks up by 6. Trae Young bringing it down. He's gonna fire a deep 3 here. Hesitation, driving it down, hands it off Niang, a right wing 3. Gets it to go. Big shot from Niang. Game not over yet. 9 seconds to go. All you gotta do is inbound it. They get it in. No, they don't get it in the Bridges. Dyson Daniels steals it. Karl Anthony Towns, terrible pass. And Towns and Bridges talking about it. Bridges, Towns, what are you doing? What are you doing? My voice went so high because I'm so frustrated. You got to get it on the other side of him, Towns. You threw it right to Daniels. He's got Bridges. Has Daniels on his hip. He's got his left hand out. Throw it right here. They teach you this in elementary school. He throws it to this hand, and he's trying to fend off Daniels here. Daniels is able to go over the shoulder and get the ball. Daniels knocks down the first one. It's a 3-point game. If he knocks down both of these, it'll be a 1-point game. The Knicks will still have possession. Knicks still have 2 timeouts with 7 seconds to go. They should still pull this one out. They gonna be all right, y'all. They gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Watch this. Watch this. Dyson Daniels, he gonna knock down this free throw. We're going to inbound it. They're going to foul us. And he misses it. They get the offensive rebound. They pull it out over to Trae Young. And Josh Hart fouls him. Josh Hart, why'd you foul him? They're in the bonus. Send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Josh, what are you doing? Josh, brother, we were up 6. Brother Josh, why did you foul him, brother Josh? Josh, I was just hyping you up because you knocked down the 2 free throws, my man. Why did you do that? Trae Young at the foul line knocks down the first one. Do you guys hear all the excitement leave my voice? Have you heard all the excitement leave my voice? Really? Really? We're going to do this tonight? Really? Knocks down both of them and he ties it up. Knicks call a timeout. But we got a chance, y'all. 3 seconds to go. Tie ball game. We're just trying to make it more exciting, baby. Knicks about to knock down this buzzer beater. We're good. I'm trying to tell you. 2.9 to go. I said we got 2 timeouts. Tom Thibodeau uses the timeout here. We're going to be all right. Jalen Brunson. Yes, sir. Jalen Brunson, it's time. It's time. Put the captain clutch. Put the Superman cape on. Light the burner, JB. Send us home with a victory. Knock down this buzzer beater. We just want to make it an exciting show here tonight, y'all. Remember, this is all scripted. New York Knicks are going to pull it out tonight. Here we go. You got to have the confidence, y'all. Towns is all upset. He's got his head buried in the towel. Shut up, brother. Knock down this shot, and go home. That's all you got to do. Just knock down the shot, go home. No big deal. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Not worried about it. Not worried about this game whatsoever. Here we go. I'm telling you guys, 2.9 on the clock. We're going to be all right. We're about to win this game. 137, baby. They absolutely obliterated the 250 total that you guys had in the chat earlier. But we about to win this. I'm trying to tell y'all, you got to have the confidence. Like I said, the NBA is scripted. We know the outcome of the game already. I'm just hamming it up for you. They send me the script in the mail, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all the Knicks about to win this at the buzzer. We're going to go home with the victory. We're going to go to the All-Star break with the dub. We feeling ourselves. We just wanted to make it a little bit more entertaining before the All-Star break. I just wanted y'all to have a good time tonight. Just wanted to make it a special night. So let's get to it. Bridges going to inbound. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson in the corner, step back, a left corner 3 at the buzzer. Too long, can't get it to go. We're going to overtime. God damn it. Actually, I tricked y'all. We're going to overtime. We're going to win it in overtime because it's more exciting that way. Here we go. Keith said Cat killed us in the last seconds. Not great. Not a great fourth quarter for Karl Anthony Towns. Not a great fourth quarter for Karl Anthony Towns. But like I said, we're just hamming it up. You know, we just want a fun, entertaining game. Like I said, they sent me the script in the mail. You know, so I'm just pretending here for you guys. You know, I'm just trying to make the game more fun tonight. You know, that's what it said in the script. So the Knicks gonna be able to pull it out. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna be all right. Chris Callow said boo. Hattie said, you drink Celsius, huh, Shep? No. I don't like any of that energy drink stuff. I don't like any of it. AP said trash team. Come on, dog. They just trying to give you a good show tonight, AP. They just trying to give you a good show. We're going to be all right. Irving Green said the script is wrong. No. You got the wrong script, Irving. They sent you the wrong one. They revised it this morning, and then they sent the revisement. See, I got the one you got, but they sent the revisement in the mail earlier before the stream started. I got it around 6 p.m. I don't know. Maybe it might come a little later for you, but I'm telling you, I got the revised one. They gonna win it in overtime. Charlie said now Cat can get that 50 piece. See, that's another part. The faded fifth quarter, by the way. Let me set that up. That's another thing. They just want to pad the stats a little bit. They want Karl Anthony Towns to get that 50 ball. Where is it? It's over here. Timer is over here. Let's set that up. Let's go over here. This we want as a 5. This we want a 0. And that should be it. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we're off and we're ready to go. 5 minutes overtime, baby. 5 minutes of playtime. Let's get to it. Asher, quarter 5, the faded 5th quarter. The Hawks win the tip. And here comes Trae Young. Trae Young bringing it down against Bridges. Coming to his right off a double screen. Brunson switches onto him. Trae Young now coming to his left off the Okongwu screen. Driving it down. Puts up the floater. Over Towns. Gets it to go. Now he's feeling it. Now he's feeling himself. Brunson bringing it down. AP Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Until it goes right. Until it eventually goes back right. See, that's the part of Murphy's Law they never talk about as they call the foul on Georges Niang. So the Knicks will inbound it. Brunson gets it into Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Okongwu. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson has it up top being guarded by Daniels. Brunson trying to run the pick and roll with Towns. Coming to his left. Okongwu switches onto him. Brunson dancing with it. They show 2. Over to Towns. Towns swings it over to Josh Hart. A right wing 3. Line me up, Josh. Line me up. Can't get it to go. Okongwu with the rebound. Here comes Trae Young. Trae Young gets it over to LeVert. LeVert steps back. A left wing 3 for LeVert. Ooh, gets it to go. Hawks up by 5. Their largest lead of the game. Unfortunately, comes in overtime. Brunson bringing it down against Daniels. Fakes the handoff. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Daniels. Brunson, quick crossover to his left. Crosses over to his right. Driving it down. Takes the contact. Scoop layup. Can't get it to go. Towns, the offensive rebound. Puts it back up and in. Trae Young bringing it down. 142-139. Trae Young has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off the screen. Snaking it back to his right hand. Puts up a floater. And got knocked away by Towns. Bridges picks it up. Quick hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson, Euro stepping down the lane. Gets fouled by Dyson Daniels. It's going to send Brunson to the foul line for 2 free throws. Although Daniels immediately signaled to the bench to challenge it. So we'll see if they use it here. I do believe they have a challenge remaining. And I think they are going to use the timeout to challenge. Quinn Snyder is going to use his second challenge here. Let's see it. You can't really see the play there. Let's see it here. This is a better angle. Slap the hand of Brunson. Do they consider this a clean strike by Daniels and then incidental contact after the ball is knocked loose, or do they stick with the foul? Because he kind of hits him on the hand wrist area, mostly hand. Hand is part of the ball. See what the refs come out with. Mike said Knicks should have won this game an hour ago. Sure. They had an 18-point lead. Largest lead of the game was 18. See it in slow motion. Hit the wrist. You hit the wrist, Daniels. You hit the wrist. It is a foul. Should send Brunson to the foul line. Rob Jaworski, what's up, Rob? Mark said he was fouled. If this is reversed, TV getting turned off. I don't blame you one bit, Mark. I don't blame you one bit. There should be a foul. Rob said, it's a joke that we are a championship team and look at us against mid-teams. And we get blown out by real championship teams. Don't get your hopes up this year unless you are, unless you hear are some big injuries. I've maintained the same position all year, Rob. I think this team is a dark horse championship team. What do I mean by dark horse championship team? They can win the championship if pretty much everything goes right for them. Injury luck for themselves, injury luck against opponents, meaning important players get hurt for teams they're playing against, luck in the teams they play in the playoffs, Their playoff bracket breaks the right way. They have a couple of hot shooting nights in the playoffs. Their opponents have some slow, ice-cold shooting nights in the playoffs. Like, a lot has to go right for the Knicks to win the championship, but they can. They can win the championship if all those things go their way, which is a very unlikely, but it's still a possibility. They assembled this team in the summer to be a championship contending team. They have a lot of work left to do. There's a lot of work still to remain to do. Like, you look at the Cavs. The Cavs, they assembled the championship contending team, and this is year 3 of it now. And they have yet to make it past the second round. They lost in the first round to the Knicks. They lost in the second round last year to the Celtics. And now in their third year, after creating a ton of depth, finding players on the margins that fit their team, and also making a big trade this season for DeAndre Hunter, a true and blue sixth man for them, they feel like they're finally ready to really contend for a championship. The Knicks are in year 1 of that. Go back to year 1 of the Cavs. They lost in the first round. The Knicks will not lose in the first round this year. This is the year 1 of their team. Kwame Robertson, what's up, Kwame? Asher Cat said, Cat has a lack of chemistry compared to Randall right now. I mean, Randall was with this team for 5 years. The Hawks lose a timeout. They lose their last remaining challenge, and the foul is upheld. 2 fouls for Jalen Brunson. 5 fouls on Dyson Daniels. .142, 139. Brunson at the foul line for 2 free throws. Brunson knocks down the first one. Thank you, JB. .330 to go here in overtime. 2-point game. Brunson has 1 more free throw coming. Avey said, and Leon didn't improve the team, traded Jericho Sims for a guy who's not even playing. You are punishing Leon Rose for doing his homework early, as Brunson knocks down the second free throw. Leon Rose made huge trades this offseason, which count as this season. Trae Young, a deep 3, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Bridges with the rebound, quick hit ahead to Brunson. He's got a wide open layup, and he lays it up and in. And the Knicks retake the lead, 143. Ooh, scored way off. My bad, y'all. My bad. 142, 143. My bad. Trae Young driving it down, turns it over. Achua hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Throws the lob to Achua, catches, pump fakes, gets stripped by Niang. The ball is loose. The Hawks save it. Over to Daniels. Come on, Precious. Trae Young has it on the right wing. Under 3 to go. Forgot to restart the timer. Under 3 to go. Trae Young swings it over to LeVert. Jab step. Driving to his left on Josh Hart. Goes up. Gets the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 2:48 to go. B. Will said, got to pull off games like this to be legit. Tonight's a fun game. It's going to come down to the end. And you're right. Pull it out. Good teams win close games. Good teams win close games. Win the game tonight. DN said, Trae with a stupid shot. You can always trust Trae Young to jack up a terrible 3. Karis LeVert. Misses a free throw. We love when our opponents misses free throws every single time. Yes, sir. LeVert. Misses 2, baby. He's not clutch. Jalen Brunson bringing it down. 2:40 to go. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Daniels, coming to his left. Now coming to his right off the Achua screen. Now back to his left. Dancing with it. Brunson's going to pull it back out. Quick crossover to his left. Behind the back. Gets stripped by Dyson Daniels. Too much one-on-one. Hit ahead to Trae Young. Goes up. Lefty layup. Blows the layup. Fight for the rebound. And Okongwu gets the putback. Quick hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Has it on the right wing. Run the pick and roll with Towns. Please run the pick and roll with Towns. They get it down low to Bridges, being guarded by Trae Young. He's just going to back him down. They show two. Back him down. Hit ahead. Josh Hart in the lane. Gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Josh Hart got hit in the face. You got to look at it, refs. You got to look at it. He got smacked in the face. Keenan Hart said another acting award for Josh Hart. Oh, it was the ball. It was the ball that hit Josh Hart in the face. Niang had his arm and the ball, and the force of that forced Josh Hart to bring his arms in, and he brought the ball to his face, which is hilarious. Josh Hart at the foul line for 2 free throws. Please knock down your free throws, Big Josh. You knocked them down during regulation in that 4th quarter. Knock these down, please. Give us back the lead. Josh Hart 6 for 6 tonight. Make it 8 for 8, big dog. No commentary curse here. No jinx. Just knock him down. Just be a professional basketball player. And he knocks down the first free throw. Hit the back of the rim, bounce straight up, and then bounce right back down through the basket. You gotta love the friendly bounce. Them friendly home court rims, baby. Ties it up at 144. Now give us the lead, Josh. Give us the lead, Big Josh. 2 minutes to go. Josh Hart gives the Knicks the lead. 145-144. An insanely high-scoring game. Remember when I said it wasn't going to hit 250? Crazy. We're at 280. We might hit 300 here. Trae Young on the left wing coming to us right off the Okongo screen, driving it down. Pump fake. Get nowhere to go. Gets it over to Daniels. Now back to Trae Young, being guarded by Towns. Quick crossover. Step back 3 over Towns. High arcing 3. Can't get it to go. Brunson with the rebound and a running start. Bringing it down. Gets knocked out of his hands. Achua picks it up. Now hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hands it off to Brunson. Thank you. 1:30 to go. The Knicks with a 1-point lead and possession. Get a score here. Brunson, jab step, driving to his right. Now coming to, bullet pass inside to Precious Achiuwa. Georges Niang just standing there watching the game. Beautiful pass from Brunson, beautiful cut from Precious. Trae Young up top coming to his right off the Okongo screen, and Karl-Anthony Towns a kick ball. Way to get them feet in there, big dog. Beautiful. Way to get them feet in there. That's another way of playing defense. Get them foot in there. Dyson Daniels gets it into Trae Young. Bridges hits the floor. Now they show a double team. Now they get back over to Daniels. Pump fakes. Driving to his right. Down the lane. He pump fakes again. He don't want to take the shot. Hit LeVert. Come back door. Tries the Euro step. Knocked out of bounds by Bridges. Beautiful recovery from Mikal Bridges. Beautiful recovery. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock for the Hawks. Knicks got to lock down on defense here. Nothing easy. Nothing easy, Knicks. Nothing easy. 5 seconds on their shot clock. Knicks with a 3-point lead. You get a stop here. You get a score. And you likely win the game. Although we did just see the Hawks score 6 points in like 6 seconds. Brunson fouls Dyson Daniels. Come on, JB. They're not in the bonus, so it's going to be shot out of bounds again. But I believe that resets to the 14, no? It does reset the shot clock to 14. Daniels gets it into Okongo, hits Trae Young, cutting back door, goes up. Good contest from Precious Achiuwa, trying to come over late, but Trae Young knocks down the floater anyway. Under a minute to go, Brunson bringing it down against Dyson Daniels. Brunson has it up top. Crowd on their feet. I've been on my feet all night long. Like I said, I read the script, but I'm just playing it up for you guys. Brunson almost loses it. He dives on it, fighting against Daniels, and the Knicks call a timeout. The Knicks call a timeout. They catch a break. Hart said, cannot get away with that versus Daniels. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. This is the second time Brunson is stumbling and bumbling against Daniels. He does that. He does that to people. Zeke of 900 said Josh Hart needs to make 2 jump shots. It will not happen, Zeke. Even in overtime. They will not go to Josh Hart. The ball will be in Brunson's hands, and the people who will be making decisions is Jalen Brunson. Unless Josh Hart and they just don't guard him, he will not have the ball. Or he gets an offensive rebound and put back. Dean said Dyson stepping up his defense. I mean, he's one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. He's leading the league in steals. The Knicks had 2 timeouts. They used one of them here. So now both teams remaining with 1 timeout with under a minute to go. Knicks will have possession of the ball. We'll have to go back and see what is left on the shot clock. Is mine? No, that's just up there. All right, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Ken Hart said Daniels is who we should have got instead of Mr. 5 Picks. Dyson Daniels is not a good 3-point shooter, brother. Dyson Daniels would be coming off the bench for Mikal Bridges. Bridges got to inbound it. And the Knicks have to use another timeout? Y'all, guys, 5 seconds to go on the shot clock, 43 seconds to go in the game. Mike said double overtime? Come on, Mike. I love my Knicks, and this is a very exciting game. But I am trying to go to sleep, brother. Zeke said, what's the score? It is 147, 146. You got to go to the ball, Precious. You got to go to the ball. You're standing around too much. Knicks used up their last timeout. Knicks no longer with a timeout remaining. AP reminded people to hit the thumbs up. Yes, if you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button and you are enjoying the content, best believe it is best for me and for the community, for the channel, for you to hit the thumbs up button. It is the best way to support the channel by hitting the thumbs up button and liking the stream. Very much appreciate it, y'all. Shaw said 6 quarters builds character. We don't need character building against the Hawks, though. I'm just trying to go to bed, y'all. Brunson's got to inbound it. They get it in the Bridges. Bridges along the baseline, wide open mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. LeVert with the rebound. LeVert bringing it down. LeVert has it up top, hands it off to Trae Young. Josh Hart switches onto him. Trae Young coming to his right off an Okongwu screen. Brunson switches onto him. They show 2. They get it over to Daniels. Daniels inside to Okongwu. Okongwu flips it up at the basket, gets fouled, and Okongwu is 1 for 6 from the foul line tonight, y'all. Okongwu is 1 for 6 from the foul line tonight. What will he do at the foul line? Is he clutch? Does he have the clutch gene? A horrific foul line shooting performance here from Okongwu. He's at the foul line, taking a deep breath. Knocks down the first one, because of course he does. Ties the game at 147. Rizashay's in the game for Niang. Terrence Mann is in the game for Trae Young. 24 seconds on the game clock. Likely going to end up being the Knicks' final offensive possession, the final offensive possession of the game. Okongwu is now 2 for 7 from the foul line tonight. Made the first one. Knocks down the second one. Of course he knocks down 2 there. 20 seconds to go. Brunson bringing it down. Down 1. Here we go. Brunson has it up top. Being guarded by Daniels. Dancing with it. Dancing with it. Ooh, between the legs. Quick crossover to his right. Step back. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Oh, JB, baby. Line me up, my boy. Timeout Atlanta. That's what we do. Come here, Dyson Daniels. May I have this dance? Let me dance with you. Let me dance with you. Ooh, ooh. Let me dance. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, over here. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, over here. Ooh, what? Pull up, bang. Nothing but net for JB, because that's what I do. I'm a damn superstar. Got you leaning one way, going the other way, and pull up mid-range jumper. I got ice in my veins, JB. The burner. Captain Clutch. Put the Superman cape on here in the fourth quarter and in overtime. Now, there is 9 seconds to go. Hawks call a timeout. 11 seconds to go. 1 point game. So this is a This is either you're going home with a victory or a loss right now. Here we go. Here we go. They're either going to make it or miss it. That's what's going on right now. That's what this comes down to. Make or miss. Trae Young does have a buzzer-beating shot. Was it a week ago? A couple weeks ago? Something like that? Fairly recently. He's got a game-winning shot. I believe it was against Utah. He's got 38 points tonight. He's got 19 assists. He was out there hooping in the second half. He was putrid in the first half. He came out in the second half. He said, all right, let me put my Superman cape on. I am an all-star as well. And he came out and started hooping. Here we go. Shamet checks in. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Prove me wrong, though, Shamet. Make a play. Be consistent. Here we go. Niang. Got to get it in. Gets it into Okongwu. Has it up top. Hands it off to Young. Young, 8 seconds to go. Crosses over to his left. Crossing it, driving it down against Bridges. Flips it up at the basket. Gets blocked by Bridges. Okongwu saves it out to Niang. Right corner three at the buzzer. Comes up short, baby. And I told you, I knew the script coming into the game. I told you the Knicks were going to win it. Didn't I tell you? I was not concerned not one time. I knew the Knicks were going to pull it out. I read the script already. They sent it to me in the mail. I just played the theatrics for you guys. And the Knicks were playing up the theatrics tonight because they wanted to give us a show because we don't see them again for another week. Right, it's going to be 8 days before they play. I'm trying to tell you. We just out here. We stacking up the wins, baby. We just wanted an entertaining game here tonight. The Knicks end up pulling it out 149, 148. That's how we do. That's what we do. We just wanted a nice, fun show here tonight. Appreciate everybody for joining me. Mikal Bridges. Yes, sir. Coming up with a big clutch block. The Knicks couldn't grab the offensive rebound, though. Or the defensive rebound, I should say, as the Hawks grabbed the offensive rebound. And Niang had a wide open corner three that he comes up just short on. Yvette, Mike, Namar, DN, Slim Slammer, Charlie, Zeke said overtime again. No, sir. No, sir. Send them home with a loss. Manny, Alexander, Polanco, Martinez, appreciate you. Mark, Marilyn Tinsley, Daniel Malbons, Kay Hazy, Kevin Patrick Hogan. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Kay Hazy said our defense is cheeks. Tonight it was 148 for the Atlanta Hawks. But you know, sometimes you got to win the hard way. And we won the hard way. David said they send you the script for Boston 30-point debacle. They did. And that's why I came in. I had to give you guys the hope. I had to give you guys the hope that we actually had a chance in that game, even though I knew what the script said. And I was like, damn, really? That's what you're going to do to us again? But it's for a reason. They're trying to beat you down. Right? As Knicks fans, they're trying to beat us down so that we can rise back from the ashes. And it's going to be a beautiful underdog story come playoff time. Best believe. Listen, they rewrite the scripts all the time, but I've seen the preview of what they planning right now in the playoffs. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be a little happy with the way our playoff run goes. That's all I'm going to keep at. And again, sometimes they rewrite some of the stuff that happens, and I'm just saying. I think we're going to be pretty happy with the way our playoff run is going to go. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Fun night. Longer than expected. We went to the faded fifth quarter. Before we could finally pull this one out against the Atlanta Hawks. I appreciate you guys. We're not going to see each other for a while. I'm going to use this All-Star break to work on a couple of stuff behind the scenes I've been working on. But I've been really busy lately, and I haven't been able to work on it. And then we've had streams pretty much every night for like 2 months. We've been doing streams Monday through Friday every single night and the Knicks weekend games. So I haven't had too much time to just sit and work on things, and that's what I will be doing during this All-Star break. I may go live. I've been thinking about it because we've talked about going live for old games, right? 90s games, 80s games, early 2000s games, all that stuff. So I'll consider it. I'm going to put together a list of games I want to watch, especially for the offseason. And a bunch of other stuff. Expect some videos to drop during the All-Star break now that I'm going to have some more time to just kind of record at night, not having to do games. But I'll see you guys soon. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me so far this season. It's been a fun season. I know some of you guys have high expectations for them and a little disappointed with the way things have gone lately, especially with the games against really good teams like OKC and Boston. And I get where you're coming from, but best believe it's going to be a fantastic second half of the season after the All-Star break and a great playoff run. And I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Marilyn Tinsley, Daniel Malbons, Alyssa Lester, Slim Slamma, DN, Mark Moore, Francisco Martins, Charlie V. Cruz, K. Hazy, AP, Mark, Kinahara, Mark with a C, John Reyes, Kevin Patrick Hogan, and everybody else. If I missed you, I apologize. Best believe I very much appreciate every single one of you guys who come into the stream and hang out with me. And we're not going to have another Knicks game for about 8 days. The next Knicks game is 12/20 against the Chicago Bulls when we're back after the All-Star break. But maybe we'll go live for All-Star Saturday night. Maybe we'll go live for the All-Star game just to check it out. And if it kind of sucks, maybe we'll just end the stream early. But maybe I'll go live just so we can see each other before the Knicks games pick back up. But I appreciate you guys. I'll see you around. Very shortly. You'll hear from me definitely during the All-Star break, either through the community post or through videos. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure you brush your teeth. Make sure you stay hydrated. And make sure you get a good night's sleep. I'm out, y'all. Bye.